out of field goal range. It's a 40-yarder in the neighborhood of a 40-yarder.
Nope. We'll take that back. Here comes Kraskowskis.
Here it comes.
So Mike Kraskowskis.
All right, give it a shot.
The senior from Meigs County transferring in, 5'11", 180. There's no the kicker.
No wind that I can see there. I'm taking a look at the American flag. No. There's nothing happening out there, so it'll be all his leg.
And we talked about this last week. The holder is going to be Alex Powers right here, the punter. And so Drew Bottoms, again, being out 3 phases of the game, it really impacts you.
And it will impact. And here's Kraskowskis. The snap is fumbled. Kraskowskis running around. He's going to try to throw it downfield. And, wow. Did he bring it down? He did. They caught it inside the 10-yard line for a first down.
Bryson Akers pulls it down.
My goodness, I couldn't even describe what was happening. The snap was low. Powers just lobbed it back to Kraskowskis, and then he had to scramble for 10 seconds, breaking a couple of tackles, throws it down inside the 5-yard line. Did Spartan Lyle come up with that?
I think it was Akers.
Akers comes up with it inside the 5-yard line. Wow. At the 4, we'll call it.
I saw Coach Cagle just kind of looking up to his coaching staff on top of the box and throwing his hands up like, what? I don't know.
Just like you planned it. Here's Lincoln Watson straight up the middle.
There you go.
Untouched for the touchdown. Wow, 9:57 to go in the first quarter, and after a miraculous play by Kraskowskis, we're on the board. It's 6-0.
Might be the play of the year, Terry.
It may very well be. It just unfolded. I couldn't even describe it the way it was happening. Unbelievable. Cherokee's up 6-0 with the point after. Kraskowskis comes over into his kicking position. Who knows? Maybe he's going to throw it. I don't know.
And heads-up play by Alex Powers to pitch it back to Kraskowskis on that bobbled hold there on the snap. So.
Exactly, and you could even believe Powers throwing the football. And here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. We're going to keep it right here. Alex Powers has some experience at quarterback in middle school, junior varsity. You could see him maybe popping up and scrambling around throwing it. He just lateraled back to Kraskowskis. It reminded me, this is way before your time, of Garrow, your premium, for the Miami Dolphins in about 1973 or something against the Redskins, I believe, and he kind of had a similar play, although it did not work out well. The Redskins intercepted and took it back for 6. But same type play. What a great play by Kraskowskis.
I'm just telling you, just absolutely a heads-up play, a senior out there making a play for him and doing what he needs to do.
Well, I've got to make a note of this because there's you something we'll talk to Coach about after the game. Unbelievable. And a great start for the Cherokees. And who knows, that's the kind of thing that can get things turned around. By the way, a nice run there by Lincoln Watson, untouched. Good blocking there to get into the end zone. Again, we're at 9:57 to go in the first quarter.
That's the kind of play that'll fire up the rest of the team, too.
Here's the kickoff that's going to be taken by a very dangerous man at the 1-yard line. He's out to the 10 looking for running room, breaks one tackle, but a host of Cherokees tackle him before he gets to the 20-yard line.
Good stop there on the coverage team. You're exactly right. They're dangerous everywhere, and so now get to see the Cherokee defense.
It was Heathington back there on the return, Jermaine Heathington, and from what I understand, we're going to see a lot of him tonight. He's number 1 if you're in the stadium. Another guy to look for, number 6, Isaiah Ivey, just a sophomore. Saw him on the field before the game, and he is a big fella.
He's down here on the near side, McMinn sideline.
Here's a lateral back to the running back, and the receiver is wide open. Down the field, collected at the 50-yard line, breaks a tackle to the 40, and somebody makes a diving touchdown, or a diving tackle. Spartan Lyle inside the 20-yard. It's a big gain for East Hamilton, but they stop him before he can go all the way into the end zone. We'll call it the 19.
I couldn't even see if.
I really thought he was gone there.
I did,
too. It was a diving tackle.
Number 11, Haywood's the guy that threw it. He's the guy you got to watch out for, and I forget who even caught that one.
I think it might have been Kobe Maddox Rivers, number 8, on that side. That's who we'll give it to.
Talk about flipping the field there.
Big time. First and 10 at the McMinn County 19. Quarterback Wyatt Miller straight back to pass, looking downfield. Now he's going to scramble. He's dangerous. He's got a lot of running room. Straight up the middle. Goes down kind of awkwardly, actually, at the 9-yard line.
He's going to get the first down.
Hurt his knee just a little bit. You know, he's getting up slow. He kind of planted it and just went straight down.
It was almost like if he was trying to decide to go into slide form or dive for it or something, and he just went straight down.
They give him the first down at the McMinn 9, so it is going to be first down and goal. Again, it's going to be Miller at quarterback. Jaden Haywood, he's the dangerous one. In fact, apparently throwing or running.
A little trick play.
So first and goal. Haywood back there.
False start.
And that's going to cost them 5 back to the 14 with the penalty.
Defensive front four, forgot about them.
Yep.
Go through some of these. Christian Edwards, defensive end, 54, 6 foot, 240 senior. Javante Parker, 99, 5'11", 265 senior. 6, Makai McDermott, 5'5", 240 senior. And then 51, Jonah Martin, 6'1", 225 senior. Cornerbacks include Xavier Cole, number 18, he'll start both ways, and then Jackson Gonzalez as well, starting both ways, number 11, 5'9", 155 junior. Safeties include Nathan Kessler and Maddox Frazier. Linebackers are Spartan Lyle, Jake Ramey, and Jack Gooden. Starters for you. And again, Kraskowskis, we've seen him already.
Here's a pass into the corner of the end zone. It is going to be overthrown. Gonzalez there on coverage. A little bit of bumping there, but no call.
Yeah, that was, I think, everybody in green and black on the far sideline was begging for that flag call, but official may have thought it was just over the head and out of play.
Interesting to note across the way, the East Hamilton team, well, they are crowded in down there. Everybody on the team wanting to see if they can put it in the end zone right here, but they are all standing within about 15 yards of each other, which is not what you typically see. So second down and goal from the 14. And they try a pass over the middle. It's going to be complete. Broken tackle. It's going to be inside the 5 to the, I don't think he got in, down to the 1-yard line.
And that was number 6, Ivy.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a guy we're going to have to deal with for maybe a couple of years. There's a whistle.
I don't know what they're.
Sideline warning.
On McMinn.
On McMinn, okay. Well, so the ball sitting at the McMinn 1-yard line. It's a long one. And it's third and goal. And you would figure they're probably in 4-down territory here. And here is a quarterback sneak, but I know he's not going to push forward.
Oh, I think he lost a yard, too.
They were in the shotgun position. He ran up under center. It was almost like the tush push, but no push.
No, he definitely didn't have anything. And
nothing behind him pushing.
I think it really took too long for the snap to get to him because he was there pretty early.
Yep, and maybe McMinn reacted there, had time to step the middle there. So it's 4th down and goal from the 1. They're looking to the sideline. They're going to go for it. And you would think that this ball would go to Jaden Haywood. Wyatt Miller, Jaden Haywood in the background, in the backfield.
Haywood with the pink gloves if you're looking here at the stadium.
He's going to fake it, come around the left side, and into the end zone. I tell you what, we had a shot at him in the backfield.
And can't blame the defender right there. Was close to grabbing the face mask, might have even hit it and pulled his hand down to not get the penalty and give him 4 new downs. So It's just kind of one of those bad luck plays right there.
So East Hamilton has scored to make it a 7-6 ball game with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. And the point after is coming. They are lined up similar to what McMinn does. They're grouped in 2 separate groups across the field from each other. Now they come together for the extra point. And that's going to be Spencer Payne who is in for the extra point. Actually, it's 32 that's kicking.
Yeah,
so here is the extra point that's up. And it is good. So 7:07 to go in the first quarter. It's a 7-7 ball game. Lots of 7s there. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Lucky 7s.
Kickoff that's coming down. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line, up over the 15 to the 20. Here's another good return up over the 30, pushed out of bounds. Is that Frazier again?
Frazier again.
Wow.
Just got to look for that left hand with the cast on it.
I thought that's the position he was in earlier, that same side. They kicked it back to him again, but we got a block in the back. So this one is going to come back from the spot of the foul, I believe, which is at the 25. Now let's see how far they take it back again. I think that's a block in the back.
Yep.
They're calling it holding. Nonetheless, ball taken back 10 yards to the 15-yard line. That's where McMahon is going to take over. The extra point a moment ago, it was by Kellen Cuthbertson, who we did not expect.
No, that was not one
to be kicking. Not a name that we had. Here is a handoff to Lincoln Watson. Breaks a tackle. Nice run to get it up to the 20-yard line.
Had to kind of jump over and try to hurdle a guy there at the end. But good, positive yards.
And I've said this before, but I've had the opportunity to watch a lot of JV football a year ago, and Lincoln Watson ran the ball. He was the top back, and I mean, he can run hard. He's fast. He's elusive.
Yep.
He just hasn't had that many opportunities here at the varsity level, but again, he's going to get them tonight. 2nd and 5, straight back to pass. Lawson, he's looking, now throws over the middle, incomplete, and that time 2 receivers together, Gonzalez and
Cole
again.
I think it went straight through Cole's hands.
So that one falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up, unfortunately, 3rd down, but it's manageable, 3rd and 5.
And I'll say Goodner, I believe, or it was Kessler on this near side. They're kind of one-on-one coverage here. It's going to be Kessler picking up the bigger defender, but you got Haywood that's on Goodner.
Straight back, got a lot of pressure coming over, throws over the middle. He just had to get rid of it, incomplete. That time, East Hamilton brings the pressure.
That's something we've seen the last couple of weeks. Red Bank and Ray County bringing up the pressure, and a lot of it coming straight up the middle.
Yep.
It seems like not really coming from the edges, and it's given Lawson some fits.
We've seen Lawson roll out a lot of late, too. That time it was a straight, there was no rollout, just straight back, drop, and the pressure gets to him quickly. Too many people to block. The blocking wasn't there. Here is a punt by Powers. It's going to hit and bounce and taken.
There you go.
That's
Haywood.
Haywood back there returning dangerously, took the punt but was tackled at the 37-yard line.
And you just know Drake Frazier was going, please touch it. Please touch it.
Yeah.
And he does exactly what he needed to. Got the playmaker stopped in his tracks.
So East Hamilton holds that time on defense, and let's see if McMahon can do the same. Pretty decent field position for East Hamilton. We're at 6:10 to go here in the first quarter, and we're locked up 7-7. We'll be looking at some other scores here, maybe at the end of the quarter, see if we have anything coming across.
We'll go over some from last night as well.
Yes, 1st down and 10. Here's a fake handoff, back to pass. Now taken down. There's a sack inside the 30-yard line.
Jesse Jones was the first man there, and then Jonah Martin helping out, and Christian Edwards as well. And pretty sure it was Edwards that fought through the hold call. His arm was getting yanked backwards, and I think the official was close to throwing the flag. Probably should have.
I tell you, Jared, that was just good to see too.
Yeah.
Because there was all 4 linemen back there. I mean, there was a big-time push, and I don't know if we've seen that over the past couple of games.
It's been a while because they've done it first half of the season really well.
So 2 dangerous guys in the backfield. Heathington is back there, but the quarterback's going to keep and go down. Gooden was there to take him down. The ball cut out.
Kessler, I think Gooden knocked it out.
We're waiting for an official to make a call here.
Yes.
And it is.
Right on the 30-yard line. There we go.
The Cherokees calls a fumble, and they pick it up. I think it was Jack Gooden.
Jack Gooden, I know he forced it. I don't know if he picked it up or if it was.
He's at least celebrating that he forced it.
He was pumped up.
So a big-time turnover right here. And the Cherokees are back in business at the East Hamilton 30-yard line. Wow.
Talk about flipping the field right there. That's a perfect setup.
Absolutely perfect. It's as if our drive just continued downfield.
Yep.
Now you've got it in good field position. And so Luke Lawson brings his team down to the line with Lincoln Watson at running back. And it's going to be a handoff to Watson. He's going to look to the outside, find some room. And I think there's a flag down. He's going to pick up about 9 yards, but I think we're going to get flagged for holding. That one hurts. Boy, they all do.
He just bounced it to that outside, and somewhere in the middle of that pile of big, heavy linemen, they will say one of them had a grasp on the jersey somewhere.
I tell you, at least early, though, you've got to say Lincoln Watson is up to the challenge tonight.
Yeah, it's big shoes to fill when you're running behind Peanut Dyer, and obviously we saw him go out last week with the playoff. Still, you're in the playoffs. Try to get him healed back up and as close to 100% if you can for next week. I have no idea if that's possible, but you'd want to not take the chance here tonight.
I want to think it's possible in that we felt like he was going to start. Here's Lincoln Watson again around the left side. Nice cut. Continues to run. Picks up maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
What a run. He made a cut there about the 40-yard. You can see the turf just chunked up there where he took a cut and just made it straight back up. You're right. Very close to that original line of scrimmage.
Watson came to the sideline and threw something to the sideline, some kind of pad, I believe, or something. But a nice run right there. Picks up, actually, we'll call it 9, I guess, to the 31-yard line, where it's 2nd down and 11. Here is Gonzalez on the jet sweep. Coming around, needs a block, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, inside the 30-yard line.
Felt like he ran for days on that one. It's just east to west instead of north to south there.
It really was too much east to west. He kept trying to turn it up, and East Hamilton kept filling a hole up. But nonetheless, he fights to the 27-yard line. Boy, all that for a pickup of 4. It did seem better than that. Now it's 3rd and 7, and they're getting the call in from the sideline, getting the right people in there. Look for Goodner here on the near side.
He's got Haywood on him.
That's the only
That's a
problem.
good matchup right there.
Yeah. Lincoln Watson moves to the left of Lawson. And here is a fake handoff. Lawson's going to keep it. He's going to struggle forward to about the 23, maybe pushes to the 22. We'll call it the 23, actually.
Yep.
So it's going to be 4th down and 3, and the Cherokees probably don't you think they've got a little bit of an attitude of what do we got to lose?
We're gonna play hard.
4th and 3. We're gonna take some chances tonight. We're gonna take them early. 3 minutes 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still tied 7-7 with East Hamilton.
A lot of open room to the left of the field. If you ran a fake with Watson up the middle and Lawson keeps it, I think he's got the edge.
Yep, it looks like they're thinking it's coming up the middle. They got both linebackers in. Cole goes in motion. They hand off to Lincoln Watson. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. That was good blocking right there and good running as well.
He just runs hard. I mean, as soon as he's getting it, he's full speed, ready to go. And you're right, good blocking on the outside. You had, I believe Lyle was in there at that H-back spot, but also Kessler blocking down here on the end.
I hope that you can hear through the radio Chris Powers with his 1st down Cherokees. It's good to hear. And it really pumps this stadium up to hear it. 1st down and 10 from the 18-yard line for the Cherokees. Here's a handoff to Watson up the middle. He's got good yardage again, at least 5 yards, I believe.
He just keeps bouncing up and down off of the guys and going forward. That's exactly what you want.
So he is going to carry it down to the 13-yard line. So we'll give him 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5, very manageable. Again, we may see Lawson keep it here in a second. Here is a handoff. Lots of running room for Watson again. He's inside the 10-yard line.
And that was well done by Lawson right there on the read. The RPO right there. You had the end or the backer coming off the end over there, and Lawson's watching him. He's reading that left edge to see what happens, and it's either he's going to keep it and probably get hit pretty hard, and he watches it and leaves it with Watson in the gut there, and good positive yards.
3rd down and 1, and we know it's 4-down territory, so you got 2 shots at this, I would think.
Like this pace of the offense for the Cherokees tonight. We haven't seen this the last 2 weeks.
Lyle moves to the left side. Spartan Lyle. Here is a whistle before the snap. I did not see anything, but it's a false start.
Wow.
Doggone it. Well, we didn't see that, but it's called. It's going to cost them 5 yards, and they'll take it back to the 15-yard line, and that makes things a little more difficult.
It's one of those. East Hamilton, they're bringing some extra pressure off the edges now, and
they line up in some different formations.
Yes.
They're not traditional in anything they do. They got a couple of guys that just kind of roam around. Now they got 4 down linemen. Here comes Frazier in motion. He'll stop. Now Lawson rolls to his right. He looks, and it's caught on the. What a play by Goodner. Makes a catch right on the sideline, gets his feet in bounds, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down at the 4-yard line.
Nice little highlight play right there by Marshall, tiptoeing the sidelines and secures the catch.
And certainly knew exactly where he was at.
Yep. Let's see if they.
So here we go again.
Probably just give it to Watson. Let him go right up the
worked last time we were at the 4. Let's see. Here comes Frazier in motion. He's going to get it. He's looking for the end zone. He's got it. Drake Frazier in for the touchdown with 1:44 to go here in the 1st quarter. Cherokee's looking good.
Like that. You've seen the man in motion kind of on that jet sweep right there, and it finally you give it to him here after letting the defense see it not happen. And catches them off guard. Good run by Frazier.
Well, I tell you, it's early, of course. We got a lot of football to play, but there's no question that the Cherokees have come out in a better playing condition mentally, at least. They're looking good. Remember, this is without Peanut Dyer tonight. Here's the snap. It's down, and the kick is up. Kruskauskas, it's good. 1:44 to go here in the 1st quarter. McMinn leads 14-7 over East Hamilton. Back in 60 seconds.
Courage, unity, service, accountability. Together, we deliver the right products,
someplace
the best service and value
burgers,
across every
tacos,
channel
pizza.
of community we serve.
I just earned a $650 bonus by signing up for an Old National Bank checking account.
The best services,
King
the most
crab,
competitive prices.
foie gras,
With the power of our employees,
Earn up to a
collective collaboration,
$650
and their
bonus when
ability
you open
to
an eligible
deliver
checking account and
exceptional
complete
results
qualifying
every
activities.
time our organization
car.
is unstoppable. At Wassey Builder Supply, Athens, Tennessee.
Old National Bank. Just another reason to get old.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply. Like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply. We're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, 1:44 to go in the 1st quarter, and McMinn leads it 14-7. Here's the kickoff by Kruskauskas, and it's going to go into the end zone.
I had to laugh because it's still the 1st quarter.
I know it's been an exciting one, but it's been lengthy, hasn't it?
Yes.
Lots of good stuff happening, though. Well, they scare me back there on returns. They've got Jaden Haywood, number 11, and Jermaine Heathington. Both those guys.
They're dangerous.
They're dangerous, and that's the 2 guys they've got back returning kicks. So bringing his team to the line is going to be Wyatt Miller, the senior quarterback. And another thing, of course, you saw this as you read the starting lineups. senior-laden team, this East Hamilton. Man,
Yes.
they've got a lot of seniors, a few juniors, and maybe one sophomore out there playing. So Miller and Hayden in the backfield. Miller waits for it. He's going to pitch back to Hayden, kind of an odd play, but he finds running room. He's going to be close to the first down, taken down at about the, looks like they got him marked down at about the 27-yard line, and honestly, looked like he had more than that, but he might have slid forward a couple of yards.
As long as that play took to develop, McMinn just couldn't get to him there.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing his speed right there, but at least not letting him get more after the contact.
It was
That's
an
the key.
awkward pitch, it looked like to me. Almost like an old option play, but he made the decision to pitch it really quickly, and Hayden was pretty close to him. Here comes in motion. The quarterback's going to keep it, but he's going to go down. He's going to lose a yard or two. Back to the 26, I think, is where they're going to mark it. So Miller could find no running room. He faked the jet sweep to Jermaine Heathington. Couldn't find, well, goodness, they mark it right back at the 27. How in the world?
Wow.
Well, okay. Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Boy, this is where you'd like to see a sack or just to hold them to a very minimal gain. Then they got a real decision to make about punting a football. In the shotgun is Wyatt Miller, and he's got Haywood back there. Haywood comes out of the backfield. He's looking downfield over the middle, and nothing there. It falls incomplete.
That kind of, we're wanting the penalty there on Cam Green blitzing on the end. He kind of, instead of just pancaking or just shoving him to the side, it was almost the left tackle just kind of took him and threw him down off the shoulder pad grab. But, hey, you get the stop either way. So
it's 4th down, and they will punt now.
But also stop the clock. So
with 18 seconds to go. Still in the first quarter, Jared.
Still there.
All right, back to receive. That's Maddox Frazier back. It's both. Is it both Fraziers? No, that is Maddox Frazier
and Gonzalez.
Here's the punt. It's end over end, kind of short. Got to get out of the way of it, guys. Wow, that's going to be great field position. It's going to.
Somebody blow the whistle.
It's going to be down at the 45-yard line of East Hamilton. That's where the Cherokees are going to take over. Good gracious, what a game. McMinn County takes over at the East Hamilton 45. We're going to keep it right here. We're almost to the end of the quarter, but McMinn's going to be able to run one play here before we get there. At least one play.
Be something if you score the touchdown right here on the first play.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
We have seen it. Let's see who comes into the game. Lincoln Watson out there. Of course, Luke Lawson at quarterback.
Got Goodner, Kessler, Frazier, and Gonzalez, the wideouts.
Drake Frazier off to a really good game, especially on the return game. Here's Lawson. He's going to hand off to Watson. Tries to make a move. Gets to the outside. Is he pushed out of bounds?
Yep.
He is. 2.2 seconds, so we are going to see another play, I guess. It looks like about...
They're marking him really far back.
Yeah, they are. Back to the 43. It's a gain of 2. But it's 2nd down and 8 now.
Still, you got one-on-one coverage down here. Well, now you got a backer coming over to help. So you do have one safety over the top here on the near side.
Here's Frazier coming in motion. Handoff straight up the middle, and Watson's going to be taken down at about the 39-yard line, so he's going to have 4 more. And that will, in fact, do it for the quarter. So at the end of one quarter, McMinn County plays an inspired first quarter, and they lead it 14-7. We'll be back with the second quarter, back in 60 seconds.
Simmons Bank is proud to support McMinn County High School athletics. Simmons takes pride in being a community bank that invests in friends and neighbors, especially those who root for the Cherokees. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Tennessee Wesleyan University, we believe cost shouldn't stand in the way of your future. That's why we created the TWU Pledge, a program that covers the gap in tuition after hope and other financial aid. For Tennessee residents who qualify, that means your tuition is fully covered. No surprises, no hidden cost, just an affordable path to your degree. The TWU Pledge is our promise to make higher education accessible because your potential is worth investing in. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more and see if you qualify.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, getting ready to get started here on the second quarter. And it's a big 3rd down and 4 right here. Ball resting at the East Hamilton 39-yard line. Luke Lawson brings his team to the line. Lincoln Watson in the backfield. Here comes Frazier in motion to the near side. Here's the snap. They hand it to Watson. He's looking for running room. He's pushing forward. He's close to the first down. Looks like they have him marked a little short.
Yeah, I don't really care for the spot on the far side. This near official, I like his spot a little bit better.
Well, he's within about a half yard. So we're going to call it officially the 36. Boy, if they could go right now, they weren't ready. Now they look to the sideline. It's 4th down and 1, and the ball's sitting at the 36-yard line. Got to get to the 35. Here is a handoff to Watson. He's going to have the first down and a couple more.
Just made that look so simple right there.
Yep.
Front 5 for Cherokee's just pushing their way through on that one.
Again, we have not seen our offensive or defensive lines win the line play in the last couple of games, and they're doing that tonight.
Yep.
Makes all the difference in the world. The ball is going to be marked at the 33-yard line now after the first down. So the Cherokees on the move, and I like the way that they're controlling the football.
Yep.
They're keeping that East Hamilton. That's right, keeping that East Hamilton team. Here is a fake and passed over the middle. It's caught. It's going to be another first down, and it's Kessler. And so we knew they'd come back to that. He threw that in some traffic.
Hey, and Kessler had to leave his feet to go get it, but he made sure he secured it. Go Force going. I think he got his helmet ripped off, and so he's going to have to come out for a play. But yeah, Kessler makes great on the catch right there, and good job by Lawson hitting him.
Back-to-back first downs.
You're exactly right. Hearing Chris Powers' first down Cherokees, often imitated, never duplicated.
1st and 10 from the 19. Frazier comes in motion, and here's a pass out of the backfield, complete to Watson, going inside the 10. He's trying to make it to the end zone, pushed out of bounds near the 1-yard line.
Yep, just kind of was trying to reach for that pylon, but still another great play there.
And you see that Lincoln Watson's got another gear when he needs it.
Yeah, I mean, he caught that in the flats and made some quick ground. Defender just had to shove him to get him out.
It was beautifully executed, by the way. That was a nice throw there by Lawson.
Good blocking to allow him enough time to dump it over the head.
1st and goal from the 1. Bobbled a little bit on the snap, gives to Watson into the end zone. Touchdown with 10:16 to go. The Cherokees are on the board again. It's 20-7 over East Hamilton. Wow.
We'd have seen this the last 2 weeks, so we might be talking about a different playoff picture.
We sure would be. Absolutely. We're going to keep it right here after this extra point. We're going to look at some scores, Jared.
Yep.
With 10:16 to go, Kraskauskas is out there again. I don't care how hard his name is to say it. If I can say it all game, I love it.
You've gotten it, I think, all year. Done really good.
Here's the point after coming. Snap, it's down, kick is up. There was hardly even a rush, and the kick is good. 10:16 to go in the second quarter now. McMinn County leading 21-7, and Jared, we will take a look at some scores.
Yeah, so a lot of games, as we mentioned, were played last night. Talked about it. There's a lot that have playoff implications as far as region champions. 31 region title games tonight and last night. That's crazy. First place in that game, deciding, and then 18 other games impact the region champion outcomes as well. So it's going to be interesting. Only one region was decided before this, and that was in 2A. But last night, Maryville hands Oak Ridge in that one for a region championship. Maryville beats Oak Ridge 34-0. Oak Ridge have been rolling all year long.
9-0, I think they came into that game.
Yeah, just took care of them. But Meigs gets the region championship last night over Kingston, 14-10. Also some help from some other people. You got Alco and Anderson County tonight playing for a region championship. Powell beats West last night. They had already kind of secured their region championship 15-3. Sweetwater 38-25 winners over Scott last night. Polk County 34-18 win over Tellico Plains. Both of those teams still in the playoffs as well, though. And then Farragut 31-7 over Cleveland. Bradley 44-6 over Bearden last night. And then Greenville over Elizabethton 48-7 for a region championship last night. And a score of interest, it is Ray County 0, Walker Valley 0 late in the second quarter.
Wow.
So
they're fighting it out over there.
Yeah, more outcomes. These two games depend on, or the region championship for this one depends on these two games.
Unbelievable. It's going to be like this all over the state, by the way. I mean, there's such big games being played.
It is.
So the kick by Kruskauskas goes out of bounds, and with the penalty, East Hamilton is going to take over at their own 35-yard line. And considering the two guys that you're kicking to, that may not be so terrible.
That's a good point.
So they'll take over 1st and 10 from that point. Miller back out there at quarterback. Haywood fakes the snap. He's looking downfield, going to go deep. Gonzalez back there on defense and makes up some ground to knock it away. It's incomplete.
Yep. And that's a big receiver you're trying to go after there with Ivy. And Gonzalez just continues to be impressive here. First year really being out here for the Cherokees.
I'm guessing on Ivy, but I know he's 6 foot and he might be 6'2". But he's a big kid. You got any?
6'1" is
6'1",
what it says. But yeah, he's definitely bigger than the rest of them.
Yeah, he is. And then the playmaker, Jermaine Heathington, not a big guy. He reminds me a little bit of Jacob Sharp from a year ago for McMinn. He's that type of player. Quickness is his game. Here is a pass that's complete, and that is going to be to Ivy, who we were just speaking about. He's got some positive yardage. The Cherokees close in on him, but he's not before he's out to the 43-yard line.
Well, there was a flag down on Ray County. It's going to be holding.
Yep.
I think you're going to back him up.
Yep. Going to bring this one back.
That was a quick flag. Cam Green got off the left edge here, or our left edge, but he made quick work back there, but it was somebody in the middle of the defensive line getting held because Cam just kind of jumped to try to stop the pass. But
so with the penalty, it's going to be back to the 25-yard line for East Hamilton, and that brings up 2nd and 20. Yeah, Cam Green is so quick. He causes so many problems. Because that was a quick pass, really.
It was.
Even if you held, you had to hold quick.
Yeah. Well, that's what, when they threw the flag, I thought, well, it's nothing on Cam. He's clearing. He's about got another shot
pass
there.
Right over the middle. Lots of room to run. I think that's Haywood out of the backfield. That looked like a hold. No call. He's inside the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line of McMinn County. Nothing fancy there. They just snuck Haywood out of the backfield. Nobody was at home in the middle there, and then he just had wide open field, and that's a tough tackle to make.
And that's exactly why this team is dangerous no matter what the score is.
Yeah.
And he just made open field cuts and got open. And
we just went from 2nd and 20 to, 1st and 10 at our 15. Yeah. So, wow.
I do agree it was holding on the receiver.
Yeah, there was a receiver blocking downfield. It sure looked like a hold. Looking for a receiver. They find him, and that is Heathington, who fights all the way into the end zone. I thought we had him down inside the 5. But there you go. 2 plays and they're in the end zone. That's how quick things can change, and that's how talented this East Hamilton team is. And, Jared, that's exactly what we're talking about. Our offense has got to sustain drives tonight because we got to keep those guys over there on the sideline.
I thought you said it well. 2nd and 20 just a minute ago.
Yeah. All
from the 25, and they flip the field and get it to the 15, and 1 play later they're kicking the extra point.
that time the quarterback rolled out to give himself a little more time. There was still a rush on. Here's a penalty flag before this kick. Looks like it's going to be offsides on McMinn. So they blew it dead before the kick. So it's going to be it's not something that they can decline and just take the kick. I think they got to re-kick.
Yep.
But there is a decision to be made of, do you try to go for 2? I think it's way too early for that. But the ball does get moved up more like to the 1-yard line. But they keep the kicking game in there. The 15-yard touchdown pass went from Miller to Heathington. And here is the point after. Snap, good, down, kick is up. It's no good.
There you go.
So off to the side. So with 9:31 to go here in the second quarter, it's McMinn County 21, East Hamilton 13. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Seasons are changing, and there's no better time to start thinking about new flooring and cabinets. Osmond Flooring, your local price-match flooring store, has added a line of gorgeous cabinets and is now your one-stop shop for both. Like always, Osmond Flooring will match and beat any price on flooring and cabinets. Cabinets are all solid wood with soft-closed drawers and all the bells and whistles you want to add. You can't buy flooring or cabinets for less unless it's a lot less flooring and cabinets. Osmond Flooring, easy to find and well worth the drive at 2412 Congress Parkway South, across from McMinn County High School in Athens.
Did you know that All Things Exterior is your one-stop shop for energy-efficient metal roofing, vinyl siding, windows, doors, decking, gutters, and more? Basically, if it involves the exterior of your home, we can help. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. For nearly 20 years, Micah and I have been honored to help with your construction and home improvement projects. Whether you need 1 sheet of metal or 100, we appreciate your business. We offer quick turnaround, competitive pricing, and professional installation. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, your one-stop shop.
Here's the kickoff that's going to be taken by Frazier at the 9-yard line. He's looking for running room. This time he will not be able to find any. East Hamilton closes well this time. He's inside the 20. They got tired of that, didn't they?
Yeah, they watched some film on that one on the sideline and said, number 2 is not going to do that to us again.
Surprised they kicked it his way even. But McMinn's drive this time will start at the 17-yard line, and the offense has looked good tonight.
A couple more scores of interest update. Anderson County and Alcoa mentioned there in a battle for region championship. Alcoa in 4A now. 14-7 Tornadoes lead the Mavericks of Anderson County right now. And then William Blount over Campbell County 21-0. Carnes Knox Central tied at 7 apiece. Clinton and Halls tied at 7 apiece. And then McMinn Central and Austin East over there in Inglewood, 7-all right there. McMinn Central can finish second if they win the game and host a playoff game next Friday.
Here is a fake handoff throwing downfield and incomplete. Pass just a little bit long. So that one's going to come back.
Just trying to hit, I think it was Kessler down the sideline, and it was defended very well.
I saw Xavier Cole in motion. I thought he turned upfield maybe a tad early, but no flag.
Yeah, I think I heard our PA friends, Jack Gooden and Chris Powers and Chris Adams over here. I thought I heard that same comment.
2nd down and 10 from the 17. Here's Lincoln Watson. He's got some running room. He's going to be up to about the 29-yard line. And he had a good hole there, but in addition to the good hole, he makes some nice cuts.
He does. Very quick on his cuts and good positive yardage. And
up to the 29 and a first down for the Cherokees. Again, important that we keep good drives sustained here.
Right here, go after Gonzalez. Defender had to put his shoe back on. He's got his glove off. If we snapped it quick,
yeah,
Gonzalez might have had him.
1st and 10. Here's Watson again, straight up the middle, and he fights himself over the 35 to the 36-yard line. And so it is a different running style that we're watching tonight. Not someone who's going to run over a lot of people. He's got similar quickness. We can see that going through the line, but probably you're going to see him cut more and avoid contact. But so far, so good. He's having a great night.
Score correction. McMinn Central is up 20-7 over Austin East right now.
Okay.
Feel a little bit better after that. So
yeah, good deal.
Austin
good
East
deal.
is 1-8 on the year. So just saw that update.
I thought Austin East was playing quite a game just to stay tight with them. Cole goes in motion again. Straight back to pass this time. Lawson looking for a receiver. He's thinking about running, and he throws it. The pass is knocked down, almost intercepted. Boy, if he can get it to Gonzalez on the sideline, he's got some running room.
Just kind of took a little bit too long to develop, and it was one of those where I think when he broke on this side, you look and you're like, okay, he's got enough room. He's going to run and maybe get the first down, but then wanting to throw it and get some extra right there is East Hamilton kind of recovered well and covered that one, and then a penalty.
We had an ineligible receiver downfield, one of the linemen. That happens when quarterbacks start scrambling and rolling out, unfortunately. That moves the ball back to the McMinn 31, and it will remain second down. Okay. I had this conversation, I think, a week ago.
Yeah.
It seems like that in some leagues is a loss of down. Here is Watson, tries to find the edge and gets pushed out of bounds. Not before. He gets
almost back to where it was.
Yep, back to the 36-yard line. So a gain of 5, and it really is right back where it was. So 3rd down and 3, pretty manageable, at least the way the Cherokees have been playing tonight. Let's check it out here. 2 receivers to the near side and only 2 defenders. Now Gonzalez comes in motion. He's going to get the call, and he's taking it around. Needs to turn it up, and he does.
There's a flag going to come out on the hold.
Doggone it. He's had enough for the first down, but the flag goes down, and that's going to bring the ball back from the 36 back to the 26. That's what you can't have. I don't feel like he needed that block or that hold.
It's one of those, when you see receivers blocking on the outside, you could probably call a hold every time, but that one, I agree with you. It really wasn't in the play. It didn't feel like it had so much green grass in front of him, but
they're going
to be ready.
Take this back to, I guess, the 28-yard line. So it must have happened in front of the line of scrimmage. So they stepped it off from where it happened. But it's going to be 3rd and a long 11. 7:47 to go in the second quarter. McMinn County 21, East Hamilton 13. It's been an exciting game thus far. Straight back to pass. They bring a little bit of pressure. Here is a throw that's going to be caught right at the first down marker, but I think short.
Just short, but I think you're
going to see
you're going to see a little
the Cherokees go for this thing. Here comes Spartan Lyle into the game. The ball is advanced up to the 38-yard line. They need the 39. And it's 2. Marshall Goodner coming out of the game now. Runs off the field. And they look to the sideline. It's 4th and 1. Got plenty of timeouts, guys, if we want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Call that timeout.
Yeah, and they're going,
East Hamilton's going to say, hey,
we'll talk about it. Yeah, how about that? Well, we'll keep it right here. Again, coming up at halftime, which is only 7 minutes and 3 seconds away, we're going to talk a little SEC football. And Jared, what a big game tomorrow night that the Vols need to keep momentum going even after the 2 losses.
Need to take care of business against the Oklahoma team that's kind of really feels like they've had an up and down year, and you finally get a night game at home. It's been talked about. You've played on the road at night several times, but finally getting Neyland at night in the dark mode, it's going to be fun atmosphere. It's going to be cold, but it'll be fun. And
I think Neyland at night is the top experience right now in college football.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
I really do, and I'm sure that'd be argued by some folks. But it's just so good. You've got great football, and you've got such a pyrotechnic thing going, and all things media that happen in the stadium, and it's an exciting place to be. And
the band's going to do the circle drills, and they're going to have LED lights on their uniforms. So
crazy. 4th down and 1, and they're lined up. It looks like a tush push right here, and it is. They're pushing forward,
Keep going.
and he's still going, still running inside the 45. We just picked up about 20.
Jack Gooden getting pushed up there. Goforth was getting pushed as well after he cleared the hole for him. And Jack Gooden with the forced fumble, and we're going to say the fumble recovery, and now a huge first down.
It was, I guess, what you would call our heavy package that we've described for years there. And, wow, that was wildly successful down to the 41-yard line of East Hamilton. So first down and 10, 6:35 to go. Here's the snap. Given to Watson. Follows his blocker well. Tries to cut back. Slips up.
Yep, just kind of slipped right there, right in front of the defender trying to make that cut.
Boy, I like the way he just kind of set his arm on Goforth in front of him.
Oh.
What a guy to have
just one of those,
away for you.
I'm back here, buddy. Keep going.
Just keep going. I'm following you. That's nice. And he just slipped when he had to cut back there. He could have had more. He just picks up a couple to the 39-yard line. Brings up second down and 8. Cherokee's in no hurry here.
No, I like the pace. You talked about it, keeping the ball away from East Hamilton earlier. This pace is perfect for McMinn right now. And you got Maddox Frazier that comes in. They take the H-back, Spartan Lyle out. So goes some tall receivers here.
Fake handoff. They throw to Frazier. He's got to break a tackle. Needed a block there and didn't get it. And he's going to have another yard to the 38-yard line.
That's one of those plays are so tough right there to develop into something. You got to hope for a missed tackle right there, and it's a lot of pressure on the receiver also to make a cut.
It's especially tough when you got Haywood out there as the defender.
Yeah, he's an all-region caliber player out there.
Third down and 7, and we got to get some of this right now, I believe. Clock running now right at 5 minutes.
Play clock down to 6. They're going to have to get going.
Straight back to pass. Looking. Now throws to Maddox Frazier on the near side. Breaks a tackle, and now down the sideline inside the 25. Tackled around the 17-yard lines where they're going to mark it. Nice play, Maddox Frazier.
Hey, and if I'm not mistaken, that was a broken tackle on Haywood right there. So he went for him first, and Maddox able to kind of get off of that tackle and make a run.
Pick up of 21 yards for the Cherokees. Frazier boys playing good tonight.
Yes, sir.
Got to have them. Lawson in the backfield. Sends Watson in motion to the right-hand side. And we don't get the snap. It's going to be a false start on the Cherokees.
I was hoping that was going to be a encroachment that caused the false start, but unfortunately it wasn't. So we'll back them up.
Yep, 1st and 15.
And that play right there with Maddox, you go right back to it, and it works for the first down. So, I mean, it's one of those, sometimes these play calls are for future play calls that fans don't understand fully.
Here is the handoff to Watson around the left end, runs out of room into the sideline, and let's see where they mark it. At the 17, I believe, close to the original line of scrimmage, where it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Clock now at 4:40. Now clock does become maybe a little bit of a factor. You got all 3 timeouts left, though. East Hamilton has used one, so they have 2 if they get the ball back. We'd like to run it all the way down. Watson. Now Drake Frazier comes in motion to the far side. Here is a fumble, and East Hamilton is going to come up with the football. So a tough spot right there. There was just an issue with the handoff to Watson. I think Watson thought that Lawson was going to pull the ball back. It just kind of fell between them, and Lawson wasn't able to get down on it. So now the defense, after the fumble, is going to have to come up big right here with 4:36 to go here in the half.
It's exactly what you didn't want to happen, and just got to hopefully defense well rested.
Yep.
For at least a few of them. Some of them been playing both ways.
Yeah.
But
Some of those guys have had a break here, so you're right. And they're going to need it against a talented offense from East Hamilton.
Got to know where 11's at. He's going to be in that backfield again and just find the pink gloves.
Tough break right there. First down and 10. Miller back to pass. Looking. Haywood's out there. Now he's going to look down deep the center of the field. It is complete. Broken tackle inside the 40, inside the 30. Maddox Frazier is giving chase. Will he be able to get there in time? He can't. All the way into the end zone. That is, I think, number 7.
Yes.
And it is Grayson Maddox. Grayson Maddox. Had Maddox Frazier chasing him. But all the way into the end zone, that's how fast things can change. So from the 22, was that ball marked at the 22, Jared? Is that what you had?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So from the 22, 78 yards later into the end zone. Wow. Thought I did think they might go for 2 here, but they do not. So the turnover cost the Cherokees. Waiting for the extra point. Here is the snap. The kick is up. This time it's good. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. It's now McMinn County 21, East Hamilton 20. Back in 60 seconds.
At Madison Avenue Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, we know that when kids are back in school and crowds gather together for indoor events and holiday gatherings, germs will be spreading. We can help you stay healthy by offering vaccines for many illnesses such as flu, COVID, pneumonia, and RSV. We also offer vaccines for shingles and Tdap. Our drive-thru makes it easy to pick up your prescriptions in any kind of weather. And be sure to ask about our free delivery service. Madison Avenue Pharmacy, 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens, Tennessee. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Athens Insurance, we're here for you. When you call, we'll be there. There's nothing that we can't do. With integrity and excellence, we will see it through. There's nothing too hard for us to handle, nothing that we can't do. At Athens Insurance, we'll be here for you. Athens Insurance, serving East Tennessee since 1931.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, where East Hamilton has pulled now to within 1 point after the 78-yard touchdown pass to Maddox from Wright, or rather from Miller. And here is the kickoff that's going to be taken by Drake Frazier again at the 5-yard line this time. 10 looking for a seam. Finds a little bit of one. Now finds some more. Flags are down again. He's over the 35, over the 40, still on his feet, over the 50, pushed out of bounds.
He shoves the kicker this time.
Inside the 45-yard line, but flags are down, unfortunately, way back at the 35-yard line. One is actually back at the 28, I believe, if that's a flag. So we'll see. This is all coming back, and that is just too bad. But, boy, Drake Frazier has really shown his skill at returning kicks.
He has been impressive. I like the stiff arm. I know it's not going to count in the end on the run, but the stiff arm to the kicker after he stopped you on the touchdown the last time.
The kicker got emboldened and thought, okay, well, I'm going to make another tackle, but that time he paid for it.
There's 3 flags.
3 flags down. So now it's back at the 25.
Blocking the back. So, just blocking the back.
Blocking the backs, but they're going to mark it off, I guess, from the 25, which may put us starting at the 10.
Yeah, if they would have kept it at the 35, that would have been much nicer, but
rather the 15. 15-yard line is where McMinn, what a difference that was. 3 minutes and 51 seconds, and I can't say that that didn't change the play. I actually didn't see the hold or blocking the back.
I know there were some East Hamilton players flying all over the place and just some good blocking there. Nothing as far as a block in the back and no holds going. But
there was some nice broken tackles there by Frazier. Well, here we go, 3:51, still plenty of time to get on the board here for the Cherokees. Remember, East Hamilton gets it when we come back out. And here is Watson. He's going to have to make a cut and a move to get any positive yardage. We'll give him 1 on the play. That one looked like there was more room, but East Hamilton closed pretty quickly.
He tried to make that cut. They've watched, I think, some more film on that sideline. Of course, all these teams with the drones and the cameras they have now, they're like a college program. They're watching film on the sidelines after each series.
East Hamilton wasn't ready to go there, but the Cherokees don't get the play ran just yet. Straight back to pass. Lawson, he's looking over the middle again to Kessler.
His arm all over Kessler, but no call.
All of their coaches, the McMinn County coaches, calling for the penalty, but they're not going to get it. And I tell you, Lawson throws that thing. The shortstop comes out in him sometimes. I mean, he throws a hard ball, and I'm sure our guys are by now used to. They know it's coming, but
Cold
it's still
night.
hard to catch.
Cold night. Ball's going to sting a little bit.
So 3rd down and 9 to go, and really too much time to give it back to East Hamilton at the moment. 3:14 to go in the second quarter. Here comes Frazier in motion, Drake Frazier. He's looking downfield, looking. They're trying to over the middle again, and still no call.
Could not get anything.
Can't get that call over the middle, and I guess they're just not going to get it. But that, again, it looked like the East Hamilton defender was there early. They tried to squeeze that pass in there, but they can't get it done. So here comes Alex Powers into the game to punt for the second time tonight.
I like the play call here on the sideline. You had Gonzalez kind of going across, and then Kessler and Frazier coming up to make a nice little wheel route.
There's a nice punt. Haywood's going to let it drop. It's going to take a nice Cherokee roll to the 42-yard line. Haywood and Gonzalez, the two number 11s out there, in a little bit of a pushing match. Didn't last long.
No.
I think Gonzalez might have. Let's don't go there. So the ball is at the 42-yard line after the punt of East Hamilton. And with 2:58 to go, as I said, that's still, Jared, a lot of time for East Hamilton.
It is. They've proven scoring on one play, and then I believe it was only 2 play, or a 4-play drive they scored. So you've got to know where everybody's at for this team, because they are dangerous when they're in the open field, and we've proven that a couple of times here tonight. Just losing guys, if you're playing zone, you get behind you and lose track of them.
Miller straight back to pass. Now he's going to run, but now he's going to be taken down. Is that Christian Edwards?
That was Christian Edwards. Good sack right there.
Well, just as he was about to take off and probably have some good yardage, Christian Edwards says, not today. And it's a 2-yard loss back to the 40-yard line.
Now watch East Hamilton. I know they've been quick, but maybe they try to just milk the clock, not give it back to McMinn County.
Yep, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the half. And it's Kessler and Maddox Frazier back at safety. They got a big job to do right here. Now here's a quick pass out to Ivy, who's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line. That's a little short of the first down. It's a pickup of 10. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2, but the clock has stopped.
It's just one of those plays where you send kind of everybody deep, and you see a receiver just kind of sit and wait in the flat there, and Ivy just creeped up for a few yards, and then when he caught it, he was wide open. So.
Yep. And again, talented receivers both in Ivy and across the way with Jermaine Heathington. Empty backfield for Miller. He's looking to the sideline. Now he gets the call. 10 seconds on the play clock. He's got plenty of time. Straight back now, a pass that is incomplete.
Javante Parker, big pressure right there. Miller kind of hurting him.
Miller getting up slow, quarterback Miller.
Javante's going to have to get on his buddy Christian Edwards right there, who tripped him up on his celebration. But, hey, Javante was back there very quick.
4th down and 2. The offense is begging to stay on the field, but the punt team's coming in. Interesting.
Kind of right there in the middle, no man's land.
Yeah, I mean, 21-20 game. But listen, you got to be aware right here.
Yep, they're going under center.
Yep. Don't jump, guys. Don't jump. That may have all been a decoy there, even with the offense making the hand motion of let us stay out here.
Yeah.
You don't know that whole thing wasn't called there.
You're exactly right.
The offense is coming back into the huddle on the sideline.
And heads up by McMinn to really kind of be heads up right there, because as quick as he came up, and that was 7, Maddox, as you said, the guy that caught the touchdown pass.
Yep.
He was under center pretty quick, and they could have snapped it and probably picked it up. But McMinn's front line there kind of picked it up pretty quickly too.
It's also so easy for high school players at this level to take that hard count. They jump off sides. We see that so many times, and that was a nice job by McMinn to not have that happen.
And McMinn's been victim of that several times this season where it's happened.
Yep. So Jared, here's the offense coming back on. I think that was all planned right there.
Yep.
And let's see. Miller looks to be going under center. There's some confusion for East Hamilton.
Both sidelines.
Do they got enough players out there? I think they're a player short. 14 seconds.
Come on, play clock run.
Cherokee's getting down. There's a big shift. Now they go back into the shotgun. They can't get caught with the hard count again. Nope, here's the snap. He's going to roll to the left-hand side. He's got room to run for it, and he does. So it is going to go down as a first down. Yep, I thought there was a hold there on the far side.
If Jack Gooden cannot shake off Heathington out there, there's a good chance he's getting held.
So it goes for a first down for East Hamilton down to the 40, I think the 42-yard line of McMinn.
Yep.
And the clock now at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So the drive continues for East Hamilton, and there is jumping on the hard count by the Cherokees, and that's going to cost them 5 yards. That'll take it to the McMinn 37 after the penalty.
Cherokee's buckle down right here.
Yeah, they're working hard to just hang on to this lead for the half, but they gotta hang on for 2 more minutes. 21-20, McMinn County over East Hamilton. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the half. Miller back to pass. He's looking to throw deep. It is out of bounds, and here comes a penalty flag. It's going to be for interference on the far side on McMinn. And we've seen it, I'm sorry, but we've seen that on this side
several times
and no call. But they sure got it on the opposite sideline. By the way, called right in front of the East Hamilton bench. So they're going to mark this off from the line of scrimmage. 15 yards. That's a killer. Down all the way to the 22-yard line of McMinn now. And only 7 seconds off the clock. First down and 10 for East Hamilton. They're on the line. Straight back, looking downfield. Now they throw it to Haywood again, just across the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
Just one of those little delayed screens right there for him. And
it's effective. They're going to pick up 9 yards. It's going to be just a tad short. Got to make it down to the 12 for the first down, but that's not what we're concerned about right now. We're trying to keep them out of the end zone. The clock it feels like it's not even moving. It's 1:51 now to go. Second down and 1. Miller in the backfield with Haywood. Waiting for the snap. There it is. He passes it off to Haywood. It's a lateral to him around the left-hand side. He's going to run out of real estate, but not before he gets the first down. Right around the 10 or 11-yard line. We'll see where they mark it.
Looks like right at the 10. Cam Green was right there with him, staying in stride. I think really prevented him from turning it quicker upfield
Yeah.
to get more. So good speed there from Cam.
You know, it's such a hard play because if you overrun that, he makes a quick cut on you, and he's by you. So 1st and goal from the 10. They can't get a first down. They can only get the touchdown. So we got to hold them 4 plays.
Need another turnover.
Here's a fake handoff, looking over the middle, and they find Haywood for a second, but then he loses the football.
You ain't getting a flag after you've tipped the ball 3 times to yourself.
Incomplete. They faked to Haywood, and then he ran a little route right down the middle of the field, and he bobbled it trying to bring it in. They had here's a penalty. They did have someone downfield. So this will mark it back 5 yards to the 15, but not a loss of down.
At least it wasn't earlier. So.
It wasn't earlier, so it's still first down. First down and 15, though. It's gonna take a big effort right here from the Cherokee defense to hold them out of the end zone. 1:39. McMinn ahead by 1, 21-20. We're in the second quarter. Straight back to pass, looking to the corner of the end zone. Is he inbounds? There's a flag down anyway. They're going to call a catch, I believe, inside the 5-yard line.
Surely that's got to be offensive pass interference.
But let's see. Here's the call. They're keeping it marked down there.
Usually if a receiver's coming off that far, catching it that wide open, it's got to be offensive pass interference.
Here's the call. It's on the Cherokees. So they're going to mark this ball probably declining it, taking it where if it's a catch. I think it's down to about the 3-yard line. And pleading his case on the far side, it might be Gonzalez out there.
Frazier.
Is Frazier out there?
Yeah, Frazier asking. Drake is. And I mean, it's either they're going to accept it or they're going to decline it.
It's going to be a good situation for East Hamilton, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yep.
And now, hey, looky here. They might have just called it wrong. Nope. I'm sorry, folks. They're marking it off. They went back and did half the distance to the goal.
Okay.
I don't know. It looked like he was calling it a complete pass because they had it marked down there.
Well, they're going to take it, I guess
unless he was just standing over the flag. But at the end of all this, it's going to be first down. It looks like the ball is at about the 7-yard line. So it went half the distance to the goal.
And they get a fresh set of down.
Yeah, first and goal from the 7. And a flag is down before we get going. This one might be on East Hamilton.
Man, yeah,
and it's a false start on East Hamilton. Good grief, we're never going to get this half over. Let's see. It is Halloween night, so it's 8:20. We've been playing an hour and 20 minutes. We're still
need those out cruising the neighborhoods to get here and cheer the Cherokees on the rest of the game. You got enough candy, you can bring it to the stadium with you. And
so they mark this back to the 12-yard line with the penalty. Still first down, first and goal, 1:22 to go. Cherokee's shifting around, straight back to pass. They're going to look over the middle. Now they have a little roll pattern to Haywood. He makes a quick move, steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Just almost unstoppable. You got a lot of weapons out there.
That's that East Hamilton offense we've heard about all year. And they've just had some drives that didn't look really good, which was good for McMinn, but the rest of them have been impressive.
I recall that we were following a game one night several weeks back, Ray County and East Hamilton. It stayed close for much of the game, and then we looked down and checked the score, and East Hamilton was up like 20. And it was like, what? Yeah. We thought it was a battle, but they pulled away, and then now we're seeing why. All right, now they're going for 2. After the 12-yard touchdown to Haywood, they are out here going for 2, and Miller brings his team to the line. Everybody is shifted to the left, which makes you think he might go right. Looked right, now rolls left, looking over the middle, and he's wide open. Somebody's got to find Haywood. So it's the 2-point conversion is good, which makes it now 28-21. East Hamilton over McMinn County with 1:16 to go. Well, let's take a 30-second break. 30 seconds, and we'll be back for the kickoff.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
We're seeing what Jaden Haywood's all about and why people are talking about him.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just this high potent offense from East Hamilton. There's a reason they've been near the top of the region the last several years, and they've just got a lot of playmakers, and they've weathered the storm, no pun intended, and kind of Cherokee's had a good lead, you thought, but anytime you got an East Hamilton team like this, you gotta play to that final 0-0.
Here's Frazier. He takes it. He finds some running room up over the 25-yard line, but taken down there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cherokees with 1:11 to go. Frazier gets up just a little slow. He's had a tough night already. He's been a workhorse.
And just the amount of what he's catching the ball. I mean, even if you think about catching it on the kickoff, like it's got to be in your mind a little bit of that ball hits the cast and jumps somewhere. You're in trouble, but he has weathered that very well.
Yeah, all that he's doing here tonight with the cast. Well, might be a good time to find Marshall Goodner down the field if you can get a chance.
I agree. You got all 3 timeouts. Don't go to the locker room with them in your pocket.
Haywood on the near side with Gonzalez. Straight back to pass. Lawson looking downfield. He throws that's complete to Kessler.
Keep running.
He's struggling forward to about the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a pickup of 16 on the play and a 1st down for the Cherokees. On the line quickly. We've got a minute to play in this football game. Again, McMinn County all 3 timeouts. Back to pass. Now he's going to have to scramble. He's going to try to throw the ball away. Oh. Referee takes a tumble on the sidelines. Tripped over something. I hope all of our players are back behind the line.
I think he just got his feet and the ball was coming down.
Yep. We had a receiver downfield that was close to the play. There's so many different rules, it's hard to, and they're going to drop the flag.
Gonzalez pleading his case. He was coming back to the ball.
Yep. So I don't know. The pass did not go past the line of scrimmage. If that's an issue.
Yeah. That's
Bo Cagle pleading his case to the side judge. He was outside the pocket.
Yeah.
Certainly. And he made a throw where Gonzalez was close to the football. And now
here are the fans. I might agree with that. He was falling, so he couldn't make the call.
He's rolling and incomplete pass to Kessler on the far side. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the last thing really you want to do is give it back to these guys, right?
Yep.
So the ball marked now at the 22-yard line. With the incomplete pass, it's going to be 3rd down and forever. We're on 22. We got to make it to the East Hamilton 48-yard line.
Get it near midfield, and I think you're going for it.
Somewhere 3rd and 30 is what we're looking at.
We haven't really sent anybody deep in quite a while.
Yep.
Or at least seen that. And so Coach Cagle, smartly, going to talk this one over.
Haywood shifts to the far side on Goodner. Now they're going to call a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Let's take a look at some scores if you have some.
Well, third quarter of action, that game down in Charleston moving much quicker. It's Ray County up 3-0 over Walker Valley. Walker Valley in that first place, undefeated in the region. So they
let's talk about the scenario for our region again, because things are turning here.
One of the regions, also Class 6A Region 1 is like us in this Region 3 5A, where every scenario is still at play.
Yep.
And so if East Hamilton wins, Ray County wins, it would be East Ham 1, Ray County 2, Walker Valley 3rd, McMinn 4th. If McMinn wins and Ray County wins, Ray wins the region, Walker Valley finishes 2nd, and then McMinn 3rd. East Hamilton goes all the way to 4th at that point.
Crazy.
And so the last two scenarios, really Walker Valley wins, they win the region.
Yep.
Even if McMinn or East Hamilton wins, East Hamilton would finish 2nd, and then Ray County 3rd and McMinn County 4th. So if McMinn wins and Walker Valley wins, it's kind of all the same scenario, even if East Hamilton wins, as long as Walker Valley wins. So it's a weird scenario. And there's even one in 6A Region 1 up there where they got one scenario, they don't know who's going to win it.
Straight back to pass. It's thrown to the far side of the field, but not much there. Thrown sideways, I think, to Goodner it was, but he couldn't do much with that on 3rd and 30. So picks up about 5 on the play.
Just one of those where it's a pass to the flats, and 3rd and 30, it's kind of hard to be able to get that one down the field. And I think East Hamilton called their final timeout.
We're going to call it the 28-yard line. So it was a pickup of 6, which makes it 4th down and 24. But you've got to punt it away here with 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you need a big kick right here from Powers. And
you're also going to see a East Hamilton team that may come after this punt.
Yep, that's
so
true.
You got to try to get it away quickly. Lots of weapons.
And they get it out of the locker room at the half, so it's
a critical 35 seconds here for McMinn. I mean, you really got to keep these guys from getting in the end zone again. And they are going to have a return man that sets up at his own 43-yard line. And we got to somehow hope we can get it past him. They're coming after this, I believe. Here they come, jailbreak, and here is the kick. It's away. It's a good one. Fair catch called for by Haywood, which is a little surprising. And they're going to take over at their own 43-yard line after the punt. Lots of possessions here tonight in this game.
I was going to say, only one row I haven't filled up on our little drive chart here.
So, again, I'll say it, critical time, 29 seconds to go. You've got to keep them out of the end zone on this drive. They have one timeout remaining, which helps a little. Here they come, sprinting out to the ball. The lineman did anyway. But the quarterback's jogging.
And the scoreboard still shows them one timeout. I have them with none, but that's
okay
by my count.
I'd like to go with your count. Looking to the sideline. They took one where we didn't expect them to be taking one. Here is a pass out to Haywood, who looks for some running room, steps out of bounds. He's not going to have enough for a first down, but he stops the clock with just 24 seconds to go. And probably East Hamilton would even be happy to put 3 up on the board. Not a big
get it
game.
out of the one possession game.
It was only a 3-yard gain on the play to the 46. They might have been setting something else up, though. That was almost a lateral right there. I think it might have been.
I agree. From our vantage point, it definitely looked like it was back behind him.
Kessler and Maddox, the safeties, and they got a big job right now. And Kessler backing up. Straight back to pass, looking deep. He'll try to run, I believe. Nope, he stays behind the line of scrimmage, throws an incomplete pass. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 after the incomplete pass. Miller can scramble.
He can, and we've seen it a few times already tonight where our ends are getting the pressure and collapsing that pocket, but then no more pressure up the middle is allowing him to step up and and make some throws out of the middle of the pocket there.
A lot of changes on defense. Javante Parker, Mekhi McDermott into the game. Christian Edwards came out. I think Cam Green is still out there on the far side. Watch out for Haywood coming out of the backfield. He's in the backfield right now.
Delay a game. Back it up.
Every yard helps. Delay a game on East Hamilton. We'll back it up to the 41-yard line. Remember, this drive started on the 43, so they're going the right direction if you're a Cherokee fan.
Yep. Keep marching it towards the locker rooms.
I keep wanting to push Frazier and Kessler back.
I agree.
Here is a handoff to Haywood coming around the right-hand side, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds.
Maddox Frazier coming up from that safety spot.
Yeah.
He covered a lot of ground to get to that.
So they get back to the 43-yard line. So it's 4th down and 10. And do they punt it here?
They've got him out there.
They're running him out there. Okay. 10 seconds to go, and I mean, I have to compliment the defense.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, that was scary right there.
Got the Frazier duo back deep for this punt return.
They are standing on their own 25-yard line. Punt is away.
His knee was down.
It's picked up by Drake Frazier, who is looking for running room, but nothing there. Going to be taken down. Is that going to – there's 0.6 on the clock. Kind of wish that would have just ran off. But
and the fans here, I kind of agree with them. I don't have the video this year to look at the replay, but the punter, the snap was low, and he went down. It looked like his knee was down as he was holding the ball. So
yeah,
that would be the turnover right there. McMinn's got a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, he can at least take a shot down there. But no call. So 0.6 seconds to go. This will be the last play. Obviously, I think this is just going to be a handoff. Can't imagine that they would really put the ball up in the air. You got 3 safeties back. Everybody's back deep. 28-21, East Hamilton. Here's the handoff to Lincoln Watson around the right-hand side, looking for some running room, and he finds it. He's up over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Adds to his yardage, and a productive first half for Lincoln Watson. But that's going to do it. That's halftime here at Cherokee Stadium. Kind of a long half as far as just time-wise.
Hour and a half.
So East Hamilton's going to go into the locker room leading 28-21. And, Jared, they will have the ball coming back out in the second half. So we're going to need to stop quickly.
Yeah, gotta get a stop, and maybe if it's like this last series right there, use that as some momentum. You got them stopped there.
Yep, so. Absolutely. All right, with that, the halftime score 28-21, East Hamilton over McMinn. We'll take a 60-second break and be back here at the stadium.
Practice time's over. It's football time in McMinn County. Go Cherokees!
You're gonna do for college yet? No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
East Hamilton leading McMinn County 28-21. It's been an exciting first half, and it should be a great finish as well. It's senior night here at McMinn County High School, and why not start by just naming all of those seniors for you if you missed the Coach's Bench show. Of course, head coach Bo Cagle went through all of those guys and just had some comments on each one of them. Josiah Dyer playing his last game here at Cherokee Stadium. Mackay McDermott, Gage Hester, Peanut Dyer, who unfortunately isn't getting to play tonight, Jared. That's
right.
Obviously, Lincoln Watson, we talk about him. He certainly has played a good half, but it would certainly be nice to have Peanut out there as well to add to that. But I believe, I know midweek this week they were thinking Peanut might be able to play. It appears he has some bruised ribs, which is frankly a painful injury, especially for a running back.
I was going to say, a guy like him taking the hits that he has to deal with, yeah.
So I think it's a good decision, honestly, to just let him get another week's rest. You got playoffs next week, whatever happens here. You're going on the road for a playoff game. Let's get him back healthy. But Peanut Dyer, a senior this year. Nathan Kessler, of course, has just been such a great receiver all year long, such a big target over the middle. We've seen him there tonight. And Jared, again, Drew Bottoms out tonight.
Yeah, I think especially last week, but even some of that Red Bank game, just seeing him not out there, number 15, in all three phases of the game for the Cherokees.
Yep.
That's been tough on that. So, missing him out there on senior night.
Absolutely. Drew Bottoms out, and we're hoping that he may be able to. He's got an appointment to see a physician next week. He's hoping that he can get cleared to be back next week as well. Xavier Cole, a guy that has come on of late, has more and more playing time as the season has went. He's done an outstanding job. Cam Green, boy, I tell you, he's been big for this defensive line this year.
Yes, he has. That speed on the edge as a rusher in pass rushing situations, he's been very quick, and it's been good for the Cherokees to have out there.
All right, Winston Coffey was a kid that was coming on, has some injuries and just wasn't able to do everything that he had hoped to be able to do, and hoping he still has a track career in front of him as well. Logan Austin, 5'8", 140, defensive back, wide receiver. Logan, coach spoke very favorable of Logan in how he handles himself and the help he provides, especially on a practice squad and getting everybody ready each week. Spartan Lyle playing his last game here. He's been a big part of this team offensively and defensively. So he's made big plays all year. By the way, the East Hamilton band getting ready to go here, and you'll hear them behind us a little bit. Hopefully we'll give you a little listen to the McMinn County band when they take the field here shortly. Jake Ramey has been strong all year out of that linebacker position. Jack Gooden, he's been a leader all year. On and off the field, he means so much. He's had a good game tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Jack Gooden, the
really
heavy package run was outstanding. And here's a guy that really came out of nowhere, and that is Mike Kraskauskas. And, of course, he may have made the play of the year tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's just the ability to stay composed long enough to weather through a bad hold and snap, I guess, and get the toss and then shove a defender off and then make a pass down near the goal line. I mean, that was a huge play.
And he's been so solid kicking. And, we haven't had a lot of opportunities to kick field goals. And when we have, they're pretty – we've asked him to kick some pretty long ones. I think he's 2 of 5 or 2 of 6 on field goals this year. But his extra points have been just almost automatic.
Yes, they have. And he's done a great job.
And kickoffs as well.
Yes.
So outstanding. Jonah Martin, he's been a force on that defensive line this year. He's done an outstanding job. Boy, we're going to miss these guys. And one thing Coach Cagle talked about is how many of these guys, we got 21 seniors, how many contribute week after week. And as I call these names, you're getting that,
And I will say, you mentioned it already, some of these guys on the practice squad, those guys are helping make the starters and the kids that do play a lot more on Friday nights. you're going against them at practice, helping them improve their skills. So it's not like you're just nothing to this team, and I think that's kind of evident in what Coach Cagle has said by a lot of folks.
Yeah, so. And those guys have to replicate the other team.
Yep.
In practice. So they learn all about the other team and try to be as close to that as they can be. That's what these practice squads do each week.
Yep.
One of their most important jobs, so that everything's not just a surprise when you hit the field out here. So they absolutely do a great job. Jackson Lyle out there he's moved around really on the offensive line. He's been very effective there. And of course, Christian Edwards has been a force since he's been here.
Yes, he has.
Some big plays, big tackles, and Ace Cagle. Hard to believe that the coach's son, Ace, is here. He is at his senior year, and I know that's emotional for Coach Cagle and his wife Jennifer tonight. Looking down the list here, Philip Hamby is a guy who he's had to work through a lot of injuries. He's probably playing injured tonight, and it's just that's become what it is. He's put off some surgeries till after the season. So there's a guy that's gutty. And, of course, Camden Goforth, the West Virginia commit, who will be heading, I think, to West Virginia. He'll probably I think he'll be an early graduate out of McMinn County and head that way after the new year. And obviously he's been outstanding for 4 years, 4-year starter. And then finally, last but not least, Javante Parker, who has also just been such a force. The defensive line, man, we are going to miss.
We are going to miss. There's some big
sure.
shoes to fill right there with them, and I love the defensive side of the ball and watching those 4-down linemen get after it, and Mackay, all of those guys have just played outstanding in their whole career, and especially earlier this season they were just controlling so much of the line of scrimmage and really both lines. We're going to lose a lot off of both lines this year.
Yeah.
And it's next man up next year, so they've laid some foundation.
Well, Jared, let's take a look at some scores. And I know we've got a lot of games that are ahead of ours. Ours is kind of poking along a little bit tonight.
Yeah. Up in Region 1, so this is 6A matchups that these two games could have impacts on the Jeff County, Dobbins-Bennett, Science Hill, Westridge. It's Westridge trailing Jeff County on the road 21-14 at half. Dobbins-Bennett up 14-13 over Science Hill in the third. That's a little cross-county, cross-town rival there, community-wise at least. Let's see, Alcoa and Anderson County. This one closer than maybe I thought it was going to be, and some others. 21-14, Alcoa leads it at the half. So Anderson County going to make Alcoa earn the region championship if they can hold on there. William Blount 42-7 over Campbell County. Knox Central still tied up with Karn 7-7 at the half. Knox Central is already in as the second seed, so they will host along with Powell out of that Region 2 5A. And then Halls beating Clinton 28-14 currently at the half. McMinn Central up 20-14 at the half over Austin East. That's going to be one that you can't overlook. That Austin East Roadrunners team 1-8 on the year, but McMinn Central needs that to get the home playoff game. They're in the playoffs, but just would rather be hosting that playoff game. Sorry, I'll take that back. They need to. Yeah, they're either second or fourth. So that's what McMinn Central needs across the creek there. Ray County up 10-3 in the fourth quarter over Walker Valley right now. So Ray County.
Give me that score again.
10-3. Golden Eagles over the Mustangs right now in the fourth.
It's a battle.
And that one, Ray County wins and McMinn wins. Ray County wins the championship. So I think the Golden Eagles are pulling for the Cherokees if they can hold on to that one. Another region matchup, this one in 3A, and it could come into play with Central. Sequatchie County over Giles County 14-7 in the second. And then the opposite region for us right now, we got one score, one not reported yet. Tullahoma up 13-7 over Columbia Central in the second quarter. And Tullahoma is currently, cannot confirm nor deny the fist pump by my counterpart over here, but if Tullahoma wins and Franklin County beats Lincoln County, which that would be an upset, it would be Tullahoma taking first, Columbia going second. If Columbia wins the region. Our 4th seed would travel to Columbia.
Yep.
And then Lincoln County would be the 2 seed in that one. If Lincoln County does beat Franklin County, which, to show you the record there, Lincoln County 7-2, Franklin County 1-8, and it's at Lincoln County, so that's going to be a tough one for Franklin County.
Yep, absolutely.
If Lincoln County wins, Tullahoma wins, it's Lincoln, Tullahoma, Columbia, Lawrence County.
Wow.
So Columbia could find themselves in a region championship or down to 3rd or 2nd. So it's going to be interesting to see. We might know by the end of our game where we will end up next Friday. It could be 3.5 hours away, or it could be 2 hours away. Oh, and Terry, I'll tell you about this is McMinn's band.
It is McMinn's band.
We've got Amy Kate Whaley, the majorette for the Cherokees, with the 3 fire batons down here.
All right.
That is impressive right there.
And if you think that we're just crazy that we can't tell the bands apart, they are in Halloween attire.
Yes, both bands are costumed out.
Yes, they have their costumes on, so you can't tell who is who exactly.
There's everything from a Eeyore or Winnie the Pooh to a pineapple to a Minion to Shrek. I mean, you name it. And Little Red Riding Hood's over there. I don't know. I mean, there's everything out there.
And now we're getting more band members out there.
Okay, so
we're going to have a combined.
Looks like both bands going to work together. I like this.
How about that? Okay, well, that should be good. I'll tell you what, we'll take. We got some more scores, or we?
That's really it. Let me see.
I think we may very well know what's going to happen by the end of our game, in the sense that we're delayed. That Tullahoma game could finish.
It could. Last night, we'll recap some of these scores from last night. Red Bank wins their region 42-7 over Loudon. So McMahon, of course, one of those losses being to a region champion now. Lenore City picks up their 2nd win of the year over Saudi Daisy, 32-25 last night. Hardin Valley beats Ooltewah 42-7. We mentioned Powell beating West 15-3. Greenville wins their region championship 48-7, and then Maryville again. That one was surprising last night, 34-0 over Oak Ridge, who had been making their way through 6A Region 2 and 6A altogether. And so that one may have been a gut check for Oak Ridge right there. But expect both of those teams to be playing late in the playoffs.
All right, so it looks like we have a combination of the 2 bands, and I don't know who worked that out, but we got the McMinn County band and the East Hamilton band that are getting ready to play. So we're going to give you a little taste of that, and then we'll go into a break here in a moment, and then we'll be back with statistics from the first half. So let's let you hear a little bit of this combined. excellent statistics from the first half. 30 seconds.
Dinner?
Your call.
Someplace inexpensive. Burgers, tacos, pizza.
Boom! I just earned a...
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
It was very busy. I'm frustrated because we preach this every week sitting up here talking about penalties.
Yep.
And, we let East Hamilton back in this game.
Yeah, with some penalties.
And we've got to be more, we've got to step it up second half.
Got to clean
we're in this
up.
game.
Yeah,
we're playing really good football.
Introducing the brand new app for McMinn County Schools on Android and iPhone. It's everything McMinn Schools in your pocket. This is the home screen. Tap the schools icon in the bottom right to select a specific school. Tap the 3 horizontal lines in the bottom left to see all the menu items. To turn on push notifications, tap Settings and select Turn on Notifications. The Events section shows a list of events throughout the school. You can use this button to add an event to your calendar, or tap here to share the event with friends and family. The feed is where you'll find updates from administration about what's going on throughout the school. Whether that's celebrating a student's success or reminding you about an upcoming deadline. Search McMinn County Schools in the App Store or Play Store to explore the app for yourself. It's everything McMinn Schools in your pocket.
Yep, you're
Luke
right.
Lawson is 10 of 20 in the air for 112 yards. Mike Kraskauskas is 1 of 1 in the air for 19 yards. Colton Sneed, 1 reception, 19 yards. Maddox Frazier, 2 for 12. Marshall Goodner, 2 for 16. Nathan Kessler, 3 for 40. Leakin Watson, 2 for 21. Xavier Cole, 1 for 23.
Did you have Colton Sneed as the recipient of that Kraskauskas?
Yes,
Okay, I wasn't sure on that.
That's who I scored it.
Well, it was an exciting first half.
great.
It was a great start for the Cherokees, at the end of one. As the second quarter began, 21-7 lead. One thing that changed things, guys, was that fumble.
Yes.
You had an opportunity
we were moving the ball
to put some more points on the board. You'd driven it down to the East Hamilton 17. Maybe you have a chance to go up 28-13.
Right.
And, it was right at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That last 4 minutes took forever.
It did.
If we could have just kept that drive going, burnt some more of that clock, we'd be setting in a little better shape. Well, guys, let's take a look. We've got some time here. Of course, the Vol Network, now part of WJSQ, and they're going to bring you that Tennessee-Oklahoma game tomorrow night. I think that's a 7:30. They had it as a 7:30 start, and then I saw where it's going to be a little bit later than that, maybe, and that's probably a TV
7:30 on ABC.
7:30. All right.
Tennessee favored by 2.5.
I like it.
Well, let's talk about that one first. Obviously, a big game. Tennessee hosts Oklahoma, the former team of Josh Heupel.
Yes.
You got it done last year in Norman. I believe it was last year or the year before. Yeah, last year. And so Oklahoma, I think, is a little banged up probably, but I expect it to. My ears will be hurting up there in Neyland, and which is a good thing. But we'll see if the Vols can get it done and get kind of turned around, still keep some playoff hopes alive.
And they'll have to win tomorrow night to have a shot at that.
Tomorrow night.
Mississippi State goes to Arkansas.
I don't know how.
Two teams kind of on a similar track, I would say.
Last time I picked Arkansas, they lost terribly. So
they're favored 4.5.
Well, that doesn't help.
It is in Fayetteville, but it might be Mississippi State taking the Cowbells on the road.
Kentucky visits Auburn tomorrow.
Auburn.
I think Auburn in that game, and Kentucky just is they're struggling.
2-score favorite there. I think Auburn should have that one pretty easily.
Well, Georgia and Florida, I guess that game's in Jacksonville.
It should,
on the largest cocktail party.
It'll precede the Tennessee-Oklahoma game. So Georgia's only a 7.5-point favorite.
Are you serious?
Which is, Florida's fired Billy Napier. One of the, that could be a whole segment, is the fired coaches of the SEC.
Absolutely. Ole Miss will host South Carolina tomorrow, and I would go with Ole Miss with
they're 12, almost 12-point favorite. It could be a trap game if you're not careful. Yes. South Carolina's liable to walk into Hemingway and knock them off, but I think Lane Train will have them ready.
Finally, and this is a great matchup, I think, Vanderbilt travels to Texas. I'm sorry.
Have you ever uttered that phrase?
No, not till this year.
Vanderbilt and Texas, great matchup.
Who's favored?
Texas by 3.5.
Oh, my goodness. Surprising. But
and that's a 9 versus 20, and that is Vanderbilt that's number 9 and Texas number 20, which is just Vanderbilt's looked impressive, but Texas is hungry. Texas has been on the road, I think 4 straight weeks or something like that, or even longer, and so it being in Austin, we'll see if the Diego Pavia fandom continues. Yeah, we'll see.
I'll tell you, Texas fortunate to win a week ago with Mississippi State. So, well, that's all the SEC action tomorrow. But again, you can hear the Vols versus Oklahoma right here on WJSQ tomorrow night. Kickoff at 7:30 tomorrow. So we're going to get ready to go back to football. In fact, we're going to go right at it because the team's now on the field, and the kickoff team for the Cherokees.
It's also postseason baseball, Terry. So
let's get
a World Series score update here. It's Game 6. Toronto's up 1 game, but it's the Dodgers over the Blue Jays right now, 3-0, middle of the 3rd inning. They're in Toronto, so the Dodgers trying to keep their postseason hopes alive. And I'll tell you what, if you've not watched Shohei Ohtani, he's a ridiculous player to watch.
Who do they have? You got pictures on that tonight?
Yeah, let's see if I can get this pulled up real quick.
I'm wondering if Ohtani pitches again.
He very well could.
If there's a Game 7.
When you hear people say he's the modern-day Babe Ruth, it's not an exaggeration.
While you're looking that up, Kraskauskas is going to start us off here in the second half with a kick that's going to come down and taken at the 10 to the 15 to the 20-yard line. Taken down at about, he tries to struggle forward to the 30, by the way.
Ohtani is DHing tonight.
He's DHing. That was Heathington on the return. I thought we might have a face mask, but there's no call, thankfully. And that's where East Hamilton is going to take over here as we begin the second half of football here at Cherokee Stadium, with East Hamilton winning this game right now, 28-21. They're ahead. So bringing his team to the line again, Wyatt Miller's your quarterback, senior. And he'll have Jaden Haywood back in the backfield, and I think we jumped off sides.
Yep.
So already, we talked about those penalties, and unfortunately, we start this half with a 5-yard penalty off sides.
Well, and you've seen this East Hamilton team, even if you get them in a 2nd and 20, they're still dangerous. So even shortening the field for them is even worse.
Making it 1st and 5 doesn't help matters. We've got to look for some opportunities for turnovers. Here is a fake handoff, and now he's going to roll to the right-hand side, throw it up and over.
Oh,
there's a penalty thrown.
The ball was 5 yards over the head of the receiver and the defender, way out of bounds, and this is just a joke. Okay, well, never mind. We like that call. Good call, sir.
It is.
We'll change our opinion.
I see Coach Cagle bowing on the sideline. Thank you for a call that went our way. Ineligible receiver downfield, so that'll cost them 5 yards. And basically, we're going to be back at 1st and 10 again after all that.
Bunch of us asking for forgiveness now to that official because we all, I mean, the timing of what happened is you shove, the guy kind of gets tapped out of bounds and the catch is uncatchable and the flag comes out. You just assume it's going to be a pass interference.
It's exactly what it looked like, and I couldn't believe it. 1st down and 10, though, is all that happens out of all that. And Miller's in the backfield, straight back to pass, under a lot of pressure. He's going to hit Haygood out in over the middle. He's looking for running room. He is fast. And he is going down the field. He's inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, and just like that, 70-yard touchdown pass to Haywood out of the backfield again.
Just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what down and distance they're in.
Yeah,
they just get it working, and that right there is just kind of a little pass to the flats. He catches it out there and makes moves, cuts it all the way from the near side of the field back across, and there's nobody from McMahon, unfortunately, was going to catch him right there.
Let me tell you, you talk about another gear.
Yes,
when that guy got down the sideline and in open field, he was gone. My goodness. I think he is the ETSU signee, but we'll
believe so. Yeah,
I think he is committed. I should say, I guess. Here's a low snap, but the holder gets it down, and the kick is up, and it's good. So East Hamilton on the board quickly. 11:32 to go here in the third quarter. East Hamilton runs their lead up to 35-21 over McMinn. Back in 60 seconds.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply, like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply, we're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Simmons Bank is proud to support McMinn County High School athletics. Simmons takes pride in being a community bank that invests in friends and neighbors, especially those who root for the Cherokees. For more than 100 years, Simmons has worked hard to help make customers' dreams come true, like buying a home, starting a business, or managing money safely and securely. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, East Hamilton has stretched their lead to 35-21. Here's the kickoff that's going to be taken by Frazier at the 10-yard line to the 15. They've got some, he breaks through out over the 40, breaks the tackle, trying to get a block downfield. He's up to the 35, inside the 30, inside the 20, finally taken down. What a night that Drake Frazier is having running back the football. Why would they keep kicking to him?
I hope they keep doing it because the young man is going to finally get one eventually.
Big play after big play. That time the kicker stayed back again and was in on the tackle. The ball is returned all the way to the 17-yard line of East Hamilton. And that's where the Cherokees are going to take over. First down and 10. Lawson in the backfield with Watson. Watson's going to get the call, looking for a block, finds a little running room. He's going to be near the 12-yard line. I think they're actually going to mark it at the 13-yard line. So it's a pickup of 4 on the play. Going to bring up second down and 6 for the Cherokees. Wow, Drake Frazier. It's going to be interesting to look at his return yards for the game.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Second down and 6. 2 receivers split to the right-hand side. Watson in the backfield. It's fake to him. Now a quick throw that's going to be caught by Xavier Cole, and he's going to push inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be a first down and goal for the Cherokees. Nice play right there and a nice catch by Cole. And it's actually right at the 5-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 5. Cherokees have an opportunity here to answer quickly.
I think that's the biggest key is getting that return, having this chance to put it up quickly.
Cherokees have been good in this area, 5 and in tonight. They've ran the ball well down there. Here is a handoff to Watson, trying to make it around the right-hand side, and he is into the end zone for his third touchdown of the game. Lincoln Watson, he had 80 yards rushing in the first half, filling in for Peanut Dyer, and he's just added 5 more to it. And the Cherokees have pulled back within a touchdown.
That's exactly how you answer their drive right there.
Outstanding. All set up, of course, by Drake Frazier's return all the way to the 17-yard line of East Hamilton.
We hope for the rest of the night it's only punt returns.
Yes.
But
and so here is the kick by Kraskauskas, and it's good. 10 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Cherokees trying to battle back. It's 35-28, back in 60 seconds.
Ready to finish what you started and take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are built for busy lives like yours. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our flexible online classes make it possible to earn your degree on your schedule. Choose from programs in business or nursing and join the TWU family, a community that's dedicated to your success with personalized support every step of the way. Take your next step today. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Osmond Flooring has over 150 in-stock styles and colors of flooring for every budget and taste. 100% waterproof luxury vinyl planks and tile. Different widths of linoleum and tons of carpet in stock and ready to load in your vehicle. Or have one of their installation crews deliver and install it for you for the lowest prices around. Osmond has hard-to-find species of hardwoods and now cabinets as well. Let them turn your house into the home of your dreams. You can't buy flooring or cabinets for less unless it's a lot less cabinets and flooring. Osmond Flooring, easy to find and well worth the drive at 2412 Congress Parkway South, across from McMinn County High School in Athens.
Back at Cherokee Stadium, Kraskauskas ready to kick off, and he will do so. The ball's taken at the 5-yard line, up to the 15, to the 20, looking towards the middle of the field. Here's Haywood going again. He's at the 45, to the 50, steps out of my goodness, it's a game of big plays. And East Hamilton, who is fighting for a region championship, frankly. I mean, they've got a shot at it, according to what happens at Walker Valley. They're going to take over at the McMinn 43-yard line. My goodness, Jared.
Just
back and forth.
It's one of those anything you think you can do, I can do better kind of thing.
Yeah,
but, man.
It's a good description of what we're seeing. So East Hamilton is coming to the line. Wyatt Miller, the senior quarterback, he's thrown the ball well. Actually, short passes primarily. He's just got guys that can do something with it once they catch it. So first down and 10. Haywood in the backfield. It's handed off to him. He breaks one tackle, but a lot of Cherokees there to take him down before he can get going, and that's what you got to do.
It's the best stop they've really had on him tonight.
Yep. One thing that Coach mentioned in the pregame is that they were going to try and stop the run, and they did that. Unfortunately, they're still getting the ball to Haywood. It's just coming in those short passes that's opening him up. But they've stopped the run tonight.
It's almost just like a check down pass on some of them, and then some of them he's the number one target they're throwing out there too.
Like you said, little screens, and it's not your traditional screen. It's not like they're setting up a bunch of blockers. No. They're just sneaking him out of there. Straight back to pass this time. There, and if it's not there, he runs with it. Incomplete pass over the middle.
Much better job there, McMinn. I think it was Ramey that picked up Hayward there in the back, coming out of the backfield that time, and Miller saw that instantly, knew his guy was covered, so good defense.
What they have going for him is Miller sits back there. He waits to see if Haywood's open, and when the linebacker goes with Haywood, then it's free for him to run.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to shadow the quarterback and Haywood.
Got Colton Sneed, looks like he's playing that far defensive end.
Yep.
Cam Green on this side.
A lot of people up front, man. It looks like they're coming after them. Third and 10.
You got everybody else covered, boys.
There's nobody back. And here they come after him quickly. He's going to throw to the sideline, and it's going to be complete, taken down short of the first down. And he stepped out of bounds 3 or 4 yards back from where he looked like he made it to. So it's
that's even better.
Yep, so the ball's at the 38-yard line of McMinn. It's a gain of 5, so it's going to be 4th and 5, and they're going to go for it. I kind of liked that.
It was a good call defensive. I mean, just brought the house. Spartan Law was getting back there and just forced a short throw.
4th and 5. They try to draw them off with the hard count. Good job, guys. Not jumping right there. Play clock at 8. He looks to the left. Looks for downfield. He's got a receiver that makes the catch. My goodness, what a catch.
This is taunting right here, but not going to call the quarterback on it for
my goodness.
Staring down the sideline.
There's a flag down on the 30. So, it's declined. It's going to be on McMinn. So it's going to be a touchdown to Grayson Maddox. And it looked like the ball was overthrown. And, I mean, he caught it on his fingertips.
That he did.
So it goes down now as a 38-yard touchdown pass to Maddox. And this game just going back and forth, 41-28 now. East Hamilton pushing their lead back up to 2 touchdowns.
Now
some whistles now.
Kind of stopping the play for. They've already rolled it a touchdown unless
they hit a guy in Grayson Maddox there that you haven't heard a lot about this game, and then he comes up with a play like that. That's again another big play. Backbreaker.
They called defensive holding on McMinn on that play, and now they say they can take that on the kickoff, but that doesn't seem right. You can decline or accept it.
Yeah.
If it happened after the play, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the extra point attempt that is up, and it is good. So 8:47 to go in the third quarter. East Hamilton pushes the lead back up again. It's 42-28, back in 60 seconds.
Did you know that All Things Exterior can help you design a custom carport, garage, or metal building to fit your needs? All you have to do is have your job site ready, and we'll take care of the rest. Financing is available for qualified buyers. Hi, I'm Buffy Jones. Micah Bush and I are excited to now be able to offer these products in addition to your roofing, siding, windows, and more. Come see us at 723 Congress Parkway South in Athens. All Things Exterior, one-stop shop.
At Madison Avenue Pharmacy, your community health mart pharmacy, we want to remind you that getting a yearly flu vaccine is the best way to prevent flu and its potentially serious complications. Everyone 6 months and older, with rare exceptions, should get a flu vaccine every season, because it's possible that an infected person can spread the virus to their close contacts before symptoms begin. Get your flu vaccine today at Madison Avenue Pharmacy. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 on Saturday, at 1001 West Madison Avenue, Athens. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Back to Cherokee Stadium. McMinn trailing 42-28. Here comes the kickoff from East Hamilton. Jared, do they kick it to Frazier?
Well, I guess that's why. I don't know if the officials were helping them by moving this up a few yards.
They are, but this one's going to go into the end zone. You can't return it in high school football if it goes into the end zone.
That's exactly what happened. The official looked at East Hamilton and said, "Do you want to kick to this guy anymore?" No. Okay, you're going to take it on the kickoff.
Kick it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that made sense. Yeah, you're right. So the Cherokees will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Got to strike quick again. I mean, it's
three drives. We've had 3 series in this third quarter. All 3 ended in touchdowns. We got to keep it going. When I say we, both teams actually.
Yep.
Here comes Gonzalez in motion, and he's going to get the handoff on the jet sweep. He's looking for some running room pushed out of bounds. It's a short gain.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get more than a couple, maybe one. Yep.
Pushes ahead to the 21-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 9. And the play to Gonzalez, they've just been able to stretch it out. Each time they've ran that play, just hadn't been able to turn yardage. This time it's Frazier who comes in motion to the near side. They'll have 3 receivers out here. Here's a pass over the middle behind Kessler. And again, that's just a timing thing right there. Kessler was open.
Oh, goodness.
Had a lineman way over there. And
official saying somebody pushed somebody. That's the only hand signal I saw.
Yeah.
But they are on the East Hamilton sideline.
Yep. So it is a personal foul. And maybe they're going to get them
offset.
both.
Okay.
Yep, they're going to offset that. So they'll repeat the down.
What's as mad as their coach was, it had to be offsetting after the first one was called on McMahon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he'd be mad at that.
Yep. So I guess it was after the play because they're marking it as 3rd down on the field.
Yeah, it was. I think he did on the first one give the dead ball signal. So,
yep. So 3rd down and 9. Lawson straight back to pass, looking downfield, and
I think his arm got hit as he was throwing it.
Yep. And it's overthrows the receiver, and still looked like maybe a little confusion there on the route, but nonetheless, it's going to be 4th down, and the Cherokees are going to have to punt.
I really think he was kind of trying to go deep to Goodner as I think Frazier had come on a curl route, but the way his arm, I think, got hit as he was throwing it, took a lot off of that pass.
Haywood goes back to receive the kick, and he's standing at his own, or at midfield, right at the 50. And Jared, we'll look at some scores of interest. Here's a kick that's going to bounce at the 45. Haywood takes it, breaks a tackle now, coming back to the near side, and finally we corral him, take him down. Take him down to 48, and they're going to still mark it at the 50. I just don't get that.
Yeah, he didn't make it that far.
I mean, he
chose to
he
run
was
backwards.
there, but he chose to run backwards, and they're still giving him the 50-yard line, I believe. Now they're cutting it in half to the 49. Okay, it's a little better.
Compromise.
I'm over my rant now. So at the 49-yard line of East Hamilton, any update on Walker Valley, Ray County?
The closest I've got, it's 34 seconds based on CoachT.com, 10 to 10.
10-10.
So I'll see if I can search and find it elsewhere.
What a game. That is at Walker Valley, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So right down the road from us in Charleston.
McMinn Central is up 22 to 14 late in the 3rd quarter.
Still a game there. Here is a pass that's incomplete. Gonzalez came up, almost picked it off.
Good defense there.
Yep. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And they're trying to go to Maddox. That's the thing. I mean, they've thrown to Haywood, Maddox, a couple other, Ivy, several of these guys that have just been, they catch it in space and they're trouble, but McMinn defended that one well.
So 2nd down and 10. Clock at 8:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It stopped at the moment with the incomplete pass. East Hamilton 42, McMinn County 28. Quick pass to Heathington. He finds some running room. He turns and spins and breaks tackles. He's going to be inside the 45 to the 44 of McMinn.
Need a big stop right here.
3rd down and 4. Got to get to the 31, 41. Actually, 3rd and 3. Lots of talent out there.
I think it's a 4-down territory for him anyway.
I agree with you. I agree. So Miller waiting for the snap. Pushes Haywood over just a bit in the backfield. Heathington comes in motion. They hand to Haywood, who pushes forward, trying to get that 1st down.
I think they're going to give it. This near official is going to give it to him. The far side doesn't.
Yep.
I like the far side. Let's use that one.
Looking at the 40.
4th down, okay.
They're going to mark him a little short. We'll call it the 42-yard line. But he's right there. It's a half of a yard they need.
Ray County beats Walker Valley 16 to 10.
Wow. Almost jumped, but did not. And now they look to the sideline again.
See if he goes under center a third time.
There's 7 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He's done that all night. They're going to throw, and the pass is caught for a first down. Heathington. Man, they have had some plays where the receivers have really made great catches.
They just pull out some tricks like crazy.
Yeah. So the ball's inside the 35 to, we'll call the 33-yard line of McMinn, and the clock's ticking. That's something that hasn't always been the case this game. We're down to 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So what a big win for Ray County.
Yeah, 16-10. They knock off Walker Valley.
They're probably on a bus headed up here to cheer us on. Here is a handoff to Heathington, and he's going to be inside the 30-yard line, still trying to push forward. And down, it looks like, to the 27, at the 28 is where they're going to mark it. So a pickup of 5 on the play for Heathington. Clock running under 6 minutes in the third quarter. Cherokee's in desperate need of a stop or turnover. They trail by 14. It's 42-28. Nonetheless, McMinn has played better tonight than the past couple of games, I'd have to say.
Yes, it didn't come down and come out and kind of lay down in this one like we've seen.
Jared, we'll try to check that Tullahoma game if we get a chance. Here's a pass that's going to be broken up at the last second. Is that
Xavier Cole? Yes, good defense out there.
Xavier Cole breaks the pass up. He was stride for stride with the receiver, who I think was Isaiah Ivy.
Ivy, yeah. You're exactly right. He was with him the whole way.
So broken up, and it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Still 13-7 Tullahoma over Columbia, says at half, and Lincoln County 20-0 over Franklin County in the second.
Walker Valley 10.
So they announced the Ray County Walker Valley score
which
here.
Means East Hamilton, with a win, becomes region champs.
Yep.
And in order to celebrate it, they're calling timeout. 5:26 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. The score, East Hamilton 42, McMinn 28. Back in 30. Seriously, maybe the coach said, look, it's all in front of us right here. Let's take this thing.
If East Hamilton hangs on and wins here, they'd finish first, Ray County second, Walker Valley third, McMinn County fourth. McMinn wins, they'll finish third, and Ray County wins.
Walker Valley's going to go from possible region champ
to third.
To third and traveling. Man, here's a pass to Heathington. He's still on his feet inside the 20-yard line, down to the 11-yard line.
And just East Hamilton, all they've done after they've kind of settled into this game, and McMinn's just not been able to kind of corral them consistently, is just those little dump passes there out of the backfield.
It's the perfect picture of, if you've got athletes, and you hear this all the time, how can we get the ball in our athletes' hands in open field?
That's exactly right.
That's all they're doing. They're just it's short. It's a short game. But these guys are hard to bring down in open field, and sometimes it seems impossible. Haywood in the backfield. Here is a snap that goes through the quarterback's hands. He runs back to the 25-yard line to fall on it. There's a break.
That's one. We need about 20 more. But
So it's going to be 2nd down.
25-yard line.
25. It's on the 25. They've got to make it all the way to the 1 for a first down. So,
well, they had it second and 20 in the first half and scored. So
yeah, it's not that bothers them a whole lot.
Unless they were on the other 1 yard line, and then still I'm going to be iffy.
That's a pretty good snap, actually. I think it just went through his hands. His focus might have gotten off there a second.
Do it again. Do it again.
This time it's a good snap, and they throw it, a complete pass on the sideline, and that is Isaiah Ivy. Now, he is a sophomore, so that's a little concerning over the next couple of years. But most of these guys on the field tonight are going to be gone for East Hamilton. They are graduate. They've got a senior-laden team, and you can tell.
Yeah, most of their playmakers, especially in the skill positions, are outside of Ivy. They're all going to graduate.
Yep. That ball was taken down to about the 16-yard line of McMinn. Now it's third down at about 16 for a first down.
And you see East Hamilton trying to run some clock, even though stepped out of bounds, but they're just being very methodical here. Play clock got to be.
Yep,
oh, man.
It was down to 1 when he snapped it, and here is a scramble. Now throws it in the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be Maddox Frazier just got up and got a hand on it to smack it away at the last second. Heathington was just sitting there waiting for it, thinking about what kind of touchdown dance he was going to do when it got there, and Maddox Frazier puts that hand up and knocks it away.
That was a good play. I thought he might be able to close right there and get his, I think, 4th interception on the year, but hey, that's a good stop either way.
So let's see. They're going to try a field goal here as they rush out their kicker, Cuthbertson. And this is going to be we will call it a 34-yard attempt. And here's the kick that's going to be no good, way off to the left. So the Cherokee defense holds with the help of that fumble, Jared.
That's big.
That was a game changer there, a drive changer anyway. So a missed 34-yard field goal is going to give the ball back to the Cherokees at the 20-yard line.
And that's key there. At least comes forward a little bit for you. In the high school game, bring it out to the 20.
So the Cherokees coming out with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 42-28, East Hamilton over McMinn. Still a game here in Athens, Tennessee. McMinn County High School and Cherokee Stadium. Here is Watson with the carry, straight up the middle. And, boy, he just like a step away from breaking a little bit bigger run. He makes it out to the 23-yard line. Could be second down and 7.
Still got 3 out of that, which I didn't think he'd gotten that many at first, but let's see. You got, if I hurry up to the line and snap it, you had one-on-one, still got it.
Here is Watson again. This time straight up the middle, finds some running room. He's up over the 35-yard line, and it's going to be a first down. No flags down.
That's the important part.
You got to check that every time. Every time something positive happens anyway. Up to the 36 for a first down, Cherokees. 2:56 to go in the third quarter. Xavier Cole comes in motion. Here's the snap. The handoff again to Lincoln Watson. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, up over the 40, close to the 44.
Ran over a guy there, linebacker in the middle of the field. Good run.
If you wondered about Lincoln Watson, he's going to have over 100 yards tonight.
There's an injured player down. I believe for East Hamilton. Looks to be a cramp.
Well, we'll take a 60-second break here. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. East Hamilton 42, McMinn 28. Back in 60 seconds.
Electronics and Appliances, 1609 Congress Parkway, South Athens. Phone 423-745-0502. Go Cherokee!
Here's a pass to Goodner down the sideline around the 25-yard line that falls to the ground. He almost brings it in, Jared.
Just tough right there. Had him step ahead of the defender. Defender closed out. I think it was Worthington on him, or Heathington.
Heathington.
Just kind of right there at the end, maybe got a hand in there and caused him to bobble it. But
Goodner was
take another shot right here.
Goodner was positioning himself too. I mean, going down the field, which he's very good at. Here's a handoff to Watson. Lots of open field. He's over the 50, inside the 45, inside the 40, still on his feet at the 40, or rather the 36-yard line.
Great block by Marshall Goodner on the outside to free that one up for even more yardage. After dropping that pass, he's ready to go on the blocking game right there. And Cole also, I believe, had a good block on the outside as well.
It's a first down for the Cherokees.
See if they can take a deep shot here again. I like that, taking a deep shot downfield. You got to keep Ray County. They've got everybody within 6-7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they do. Here's a handoff to Watson. Follows his blocker, still getting pushed ahead. Breaks free. He's inside the 25, inside the 20, brought down.
Haywood.
Man, Watson is patient. He's a patient runner. Follows his blockers really well. This one's inside the 20, and we're going to be marked at the 18-yard line. And another first down.
A play that didn't look like anything was there, and he turns it into a big run.
And he gets it again. And this time he gets tripped up just a little bit trying to make a move, and maybe getting a little slick out there at this point in the evening.
Yeah, I think he just tried to make a cut that his feet gave out on him.
No gain on the play, so it's second down and 10. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. And still 42-28.
And we've not really seen anybody else come in that running back spot. So it's been all Watson the whole game.
And looks like they're coming. Unless they pulled it off. They were blitzing. They were bringing those backers in. If so, the middle's going to be open. They hand off to Watson. Tries to find some running room. He's inside the 15-yard line. Thought they might throw right there.
I really did too. I mean, they're lining up and saying we're going to run on them.
Yep.
McMahon's got somebody hurt now on the far side.
One of the big guys, it looks like.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah.
It's Tom Miller.
Looks like it might just be. We'll keep it right here. The ball is resting inside the 15-yard line at the 13, so it was a pickup of 5 yards. You're right. They are. Well, they're running it successfully.
I will be honest. It's kind of shocking how well they are. I mean, offensive line's doing a good job of getting blocking. And I think you called it right. Lincoln Watson, we've seen that from Peanut, too, on runs this year where just you become patient and you just kind of let the holes open up and then find it and make a cut if you need to. And Lincoln's done a good job here tonight.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. Ty Miller is up, and I think it was, in fact, a cramp, and he's not running off the field, but he's walking quickly.
Yep.
51 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's getting cooler.
Yeah. Hands just got cold all of a sudden.
Let's see what the temp is here in Athens, Tennessee. They're setting the ball down, ready for play again. 48 degrees.
I believe
in Athens, and we're headed down to 36 tonight.
Jackson Lyle, I believe, comes in that right tackle spot.
Lincoln Watson in the backfield. They move Drake Frazier over to the right-hand side. They fake it. Now a pass out there to Frazier. He's going to have to break a tackle. And they're looking for the face mask, but no call. Frazier immediately came up pleading his case to the official, but no. So the pass is complete, but it's a short gain only if it's a gain at all. Nope, just to the
Yeah,
13, so it's
I don't
4th
think
and
it is.
5.
I think you're just going to let the clock run on this.
Well, they try the hard count. That might be all they're doing. They are going to let it run out, and that'll do it. So that is the end of the third quarter. When we come back, the Cherokees are going to have it 4th down and 5 from their own the East Hamilton 13-yard line. Right now, it's East Hamilton 42, McMinn 28. We'll take a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds.
No parent wants to think about their children growing up without them. Although we realize we can't control their future, we do have the ability to secure it through careful planning. So isn't it time to begin preparing for their future and your dreams for them? When you begin to game plan with life insurance, you're able to focus on what matters most today. Because life isn't about worrying when the storms of life will come. It's about planning on how to dance in the rain. Game plan today. Game plan for life. Contact us today to get started.
You're gonna do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Yeah, you can't call this back after you've already called this.
And he looks like he might be saying that it touched him. I'm not sure that he could see that. No way.
No. Illegal touching. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to take that back. Oh, my goodness. How can he make that call?
So it's 2 against 1. The 2 side judges. This is crazy.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
He touched it on the 48?
There's no way.
He literally went across the 50 and sat down and called it Pat McAfee style.
Yeah.
And
which is a play that the Cherokees have really almost perfected.
Yeah.
That we've seen them do that on several occasions. And wow, they're putting it all the way at the 48-yard line. That's unbelievable. Well, it's brought this crowd alive. And not that they haven't been, but some extra fuel now. So they'll take over at the McMinn 48-yard line.
So we need replay in the high school game, but that'd take too long too.
Yep, here is the quarterback's going to keep on the left-hand side, still not down. Finally, he is at about the 42-yard line. Maybe a little push there from one of the Cherokees, but nothing's called. We got a Cherokee down as well, though. Miller kept the ball on the run.
And Coach Cagle still pleading with the kickoff, and I don't blame him one bit.
I don't blame him a bit. And the ball there was 3 or 4 Cherokees around the football that was actually just kind of traffic, keeping it, just keeping East Hamilton players away from it, who, by the way, were totally fooled.
Maybe that official had never seen that play before.
Well, I tell you, that, no way. No way.
So now it's McMahon defense going to have to get a big stop, and unfortunately, Christian Edwards is a Cherokee down.
And
right
I
now.
apologize, I didn't even mention that, but yes, Christian Edwards down, and they are. And I tell you, I will say this: you can sense a little chippiness going on on the field between players as well. So Christian Edwards is helped up, and I hear Mom down below us. Actually, she's all the way down there at the fence line now, checking on Christian.
McMahon has got it. We've got that going on, and then the coaching staff from McMahon is telling the official, come look at the replay tent on the sideline.
Yeah. Well, that was a big call to make on a play like that. Well, here is the handoff, and they take down Haywood before he gets going too much, but he's probably got enough for the first down at the 38.
4 yards, easy pickup for him the way he runs it. And fresh set of downs. Let's see if he can get a stop here.
Yep.
Jackson Lyon going to come in on defense here.
And we've got to stop them. We've got to stop East Hamilton. A little bit of confusion as Lyle comes in. Now they're all set as where he wanted to line up. Good to see him on defense. Interesting. Here is a fake handoff. They're going to throw it to Heathington. He makes a nice catch. He's in open field. Hard to bring down, but they finally do. Not before he has first down yardage. And he's got another gear himself.
Yeah, he does. Thought that pass was going to be over his head. He jumps to catch it and then uses those feet to push a big first down across.
So ball marked at the 23-yard line.
Pick up a 15 right there, I believe.
Goodness. Cherokee's in need of a big break right here.
Another turnover to happen.
And Miller's going to keep the ball coming around, but Cam Green's going to run him down and take him down. And he just had the shoulders. He did not. It wasn't the illegal tackle. That's what the quarterback Miller's trying to plead his case for, but the ball's going to be back to it wasn't a horse collar is what I'm trying to think of.
You're exactly right. Had him on the numbers on the shoulder pads.
So second down and 15 now from the 28-yard line. I'll tell you what, these players on both sides of the field are they're going to be dead tired by the end of this.
Yeah.
We spent back and forth. Second down and 15. Miller straight back to pass. Haywood's coming out of the backfield. He's looking downfield. Now he's going to throw to the corner. Is he inbounds? No, out of bounds. So it's going to go down as an incomplete pass. It was thrown down around the 5-yard line, but the receiver was out of bounds. And that was Grayson Maddox, I think, down there trying to keep those feet in. It's going to bring up third down and 15.
And what forced that throw instead of Hayward coming out of the backfield again? Cam Green gives up the pressure of getting to the quarterback and follows Hayward out to the flats. Huge play there by Cam Green to do that and prevent a little quick dump pass there. Good
Big
play
third
by the
down.
senior.
Big third down here for the Cherokees. Cherokee fans trying to make some noise.
Home stands shaking at the
They're
foot
just
stomp.
so cold, it's hard to do it. They are beating the bleachers, trying to make some noise. Here's a fake handoff. Looking for Haywood. Now quarterback may run with it. He needs to find some running room. He's going to his right, and now he's going to throw it away at the last minute. A receiver was coming up, but it was awfully similar to the play that we had, and we got a flag over here on the near side of the field at the 20, way away from the play.
What in the world?
So a flag on the 20 on the exact opposite side of the field from where the play was at.
It's on East Hamilton.
That's an illegal.
Decline it.
Yeah, they'll decline there was an ineligible receiver, one of the linemen downfield. So that will go down then as nothing more than an incomplete pass and brings up 4th and 15, and they're going to go for it. Not sure they're confident at all in hitting a field goal, and they're certainly not going to hit one from 45 yards. So they'll go for it on 4th and 15, and my goodness, you got to keep everything in front of you. Haywood is split out, which is not common. You got Heathington on the near side of the field. Miller waits the snaps, goes straight back, looking downfield. Goes down.
Sack, baby.
And they could not hold this defensive line out. He is sacked before he can get rid of the football. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Cherokees.
Cam Green, I think, was the first guy there, and then about 3 other defensive linemen got back there to him. That might be the hardest he's been hit all night.
So it's going to be at the 36-yard line. McMinn takes over after the turnover on downs at their own 36. Pretty good field position there. And any Ray County fans have probably made their way up from Charleston or sitting on the McMinn sideline now. First down and 10 for the Cherokees, going the opposite way. We're going away from the school towards the scoreboard. Here is a handoff to Frazier. He finds some running room. He's up over the 50, inside to about the 40-yard line.
Great little jet sweep once again.
So they mark it at the 40 of East Hamilton. Cherokees hanging around. 8:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Down a touchdown, 42-35.
I want to say that's the second time I've noticed for sure Cam Goforth being step for step with the running back. He out there lead blocking. Just too many Hurricanes closed in on that one to prevent the touchdown run. But
Cherokees look to the sideline for the call. Clock's running now under 8 minutes, but not really a factor just yet. Here comes the same play coming to the near side now. And this time Frazier trips before he can turn. He's just exhausted. So he falls back at the 43-yard line. He's going to lose 3 yards. So it's going to be second down and 13.
And that quieted the home crowd
It did.
very quickly.
And there wasn't going to be much there, I don't believe, but he was going to make it back to the line of scrimmage at least.
I agree.
But I think he just was a little exhausted after.
He's still in there, though.
Yep. So it's going to be second down and 13. Here's a snap. They give it to Lincoln Watson, he's looking for some running room inside the 35-yard line. Nice pickup on second down. Don't be surprised if they come back to him again.
Yep.
They've ran it successfully all night. Big night for Lincoln Watson.
Goforth out there leading again, kind of sealing that edge.
He's going to have a big highlight film, I can assure you, tomorrow off of this game, because I know he's had some big blocks. 3rd down and 5. Got to get to the 30. Spartan Lyle to the right-hand side. And same play again, looking for running room. He's got to break a tackle. He gets to the 31-yard line. Maybe the heavy package again right here.
Going to be maybe 1.5, 2 yards short, maybe.
Yep, maybe more like the 32. I said the 31. You got to figure they got to run something quick here. Well, it's really 4th and 1, according to the yard line marker.
It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Boy, wouldn't mind seeing the heavy package right here, but I don't think they're going to get it in. 7 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They get it off, and here is Lincoln Watson stretching forward for the first down inside the 30.
Got just enough to.
And pretty sure that was Goforth who pulled around that time, I believe.
And that's the thing, a lot of the linemen, the movements and everything they're doing, it's choreographed chaos, if you want to call it that, because they're pulling, they're doing different things to get those schemes open. So.
Clock at 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 42-35. McMinn trails by 7. Lincoln Watson, a big night. He's got to be 120 yards plus. Straight up the middle. Breaks through again. Inside the 20. Makes the move. Coming around inside the 5. All the way in for his 5th touchdown. 5 touchdowns for Lincoln Watson. Wow. 4:59 to go in this football game. It's a 1-point game. East Hamilton 42, McMinn 41. Kraskauskas coming in for the extra point.
And the first man to meet him off the field is Peanut Dyer.
Man alive.
He's got a smile on his face.
What a night. What a night. Lincoln Watson will be talking about this his whole life. Here's the important extra point. It's down. Whistles sound before the kick goes up. And it's offsides. Oh, my goodness. Offsides on East Hamilton, but you got to replay the down. Look here, Lee. Now he's thinking, do we go for 2?
Oh, my gosh.
Coach Cagle is thinking about it. Boy, I don't think he was.
Hold on.
All right, here comes. The offense is coming onto the field. The offense is coming onto the field for a 2-point conversion. They're bringing in the heavy package. The penalty takes the ball to the 1-yard line.
Make sure, okay.
Watson coming into the game, but it's going to be Jack Gooden who's going to be quarterbacking right here for the heavy package. They're going to try to push it over, folks. Here we go. Jack Gooden in there. Here's the push. They're in the end zone. It's good. And McMinn County has taken the lead. 4 minutes and 59 seconds to go. McMinn County has taken a 43-42 lead over East Hamilton, who's fighting, scratching for that region title. What a game.
Man trying to play spoiler once again.
Lee. So the 29-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Watson followed. We're going to keep it right here, Jared. 4:59. All kinds of time to go in this football game, by the way, folks.
Way too much time left.
There was like 3 seconds to go. Imagine how excited we'd be. The 29-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Watson followed after the penalty by East Hamilton being offsides, moves the ball to the 1 yard line for the point after. Coach Cagle changes his mind as far as the extra point goes. They go for 2 with the heavy package and they push it across.
He's got 216 yards on the night. Lincoln Watson does.
216 yards.
Our buddy
Unbelievable.
Terry Stansel just flashed a little note to me around the corner. So it's just fun to see someone, you see Peanut Dyer, who's maybe was going to play tonight, doesn't get to play, but he's there, congratulating his backfield teammate, first one off the field.
Kraskauskas with the kick, and it's on the ground, squibbles around, picked up by Haywood at the 20-yard line, and he's taken down at about the 24.
Nice little strategy there on the squib kick.
Yep, instead of kicking deep.
Kraskauskas, I don't know if he plays golf, but he might need to with the way he puts spin on the football, see if he can do it with a wedge, but he kind of got that one to sit down there. I think Haywood thought for a second it might roll out of bounds, but McMahon was trying to get down there and recover it, but also to cover him.
So it's actually marked at the 23-yard line, and that's where East Hamilton will take over. Scoreboard showing East Hamilton with 2 timeouts, not 3.
Yeah, that is correct. They've called 1 early in the third.
McMinn County leading 43-42 in an unlikely lead. They were down 14 not so long ago. Here's the handoff to Haywood, trying to find the edge. He's fast, and he does find the edge, pushes forward to about the 30-yard line. He's short of a first down. But, man, is he hard to bring down. Looks like we may have a player down, and we do.
It's Haywood shaking up.
So they are tending to him. He may be cramping as much as he has ran tonight. Well, with Haywood down, let's take a 30-second break. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 37 seconds to go in the game. McMinn 43, East Hamilton 42.
Practice time's over. It's football time in McMinn County. Go Cherokees!
Going to put Heathington back in the backfield now. He does walk off the field, and he appears to be okay. He walked off slowly, but we'll see if he returns and how quickly he might return. Here is a handoff to Heathington, who's tough to deal with himself. He's going to be close to the first down, maybe a yard short at the 32. Got to go to the 33. What a football game.
I'm telling you, it's bent. There's a flag down. Uh-oh. Maybe getting a face mask on McMinn.
So that's going to cost the Cherokees. Coach Bo Cagle just shaking his head on the sideline. He's about seen it all tonight. This one's walked up to the 37-yard line. So it was wasn't a personal foul. Clock at 4 minutes and 19 seconds. I'll try to do a better job keeping you up to date on that. And it is running as this play starts. Remember, East Hamilton down 1 right now, 43-42, 1st and 10. Haywood back in the game, by the way. Here's a pass down the sideline, and it is going to be knocked away.
Good defense, Xavier Cole.
Cole was with him stride for stride again, and at the perfect time seemed to raise his arms up and knock the ball away. And no contact, and didn't hear a whole lot of grumbling from the far side of the field.
I think Ivy is the receiver, the big guy that was running down that sideline, and he just kind of frustrated right there, but good defense, Xavier Cole.
So 4 minutes to go now, and it's 2nd down and 10. Again, Jaden Haywood is back in the game at running back. So let's all note that.
Feel these bleachers under us shaking. Love it.
And it's a fake, and they throw to Heathington out here at the 38. He breaks a tackle at the 40, and the ball comes out. Cherokees have it. Ball's out, and Cherokees have it. Heathington drops it at the 48-yard line.
I don't know. I think it might have been Marshall Goodner broke it up, and then Maddox Frazier recovered it.
Wow.
That is huge.
He was struggling for extra yardage, juking, making some moves, and a Cherokee, Marshall Goodner gets his hand in there, an arm in there, knocks the ball loose. Frazier comes up with it, and after the fumble, it's 1st and 10 Cherokees at the East Hamilton 48-yard line.
I'm giving Marshall credit. He was in on that tackle, and he's coming off, and everybody's congratulating him, but he was right there. I mean, heck of a play, and then Maddox Frazier, again, ball just winds up right at him.
You think some seniors are playing tonight for the Cherokees?
Yes.
Some seniors are out here playing their hearts out. Although you got a lot of young guys out here making plays as well as the last one. And a junior running back having the night of his life.
They may all be thinking, if we'd have played like this for the last 2 weeks.
Got that right. And here is,
there you go,
Lincoln Watson again, breaks a tackle. He's inside the 40-yard line, spins around. He's close to the first down. And they should give it to him.
He earned that one.
The official on this side has him marked inside the 39-yard line. It should be enough for the first down. They're not going to give it to him, though. 39-yard line of East Hamilton. Second down and 1.
Got in the spin cycle himself once, and then one defender spun him all the way around, and still was running
and they
forward.
were blitzing from that side. He ran it over left tackle. They blitzed from that side, but he just snuck in below the blitz, and that allowed some open area there. Here's a snap. They hand it to him again. He goes, makes a nice cut
Got the first
to get
down.
the first down.
That's all that matters.
There was nothing there, folks. There was nothing there, but he cut up at just the right time so that he could get a couple of yards to the 36-yard line of East Hamilton, who has got to be feeling it right now.
And you've talked about it. I love it. He's got his hand on his lineman's back, so they kind of know. And there may be some pushing there to say, hey, you go this way. Yeah. I'm going to make a cut. And there's a little bit that could go into that and helps the lineman know what he's trying to do.
Talk about growing up, man.
Oh, man, it's –
Lincoln Watson.
I'll tell you, the game, Oak Ridge, I know that it was one of the 2 games we were at Oak Ridge last year. He ran the ball really well and when they needed him.
Straight up the middle. He's got running room again. He's inside the 20-yard line to the 19. Camden Goforth laying on one of the Hurricanes.
He's making sure that his last game in Athens, at least in the regular season, is going to.
Ball inside the 20. We'll call it the 19. Back-to-back first downs for the Cherokees.
Cam Goforth trying to make sure the highlight reel.
2 minutes and 11 seconds. Clock ticking now. It's going to be under 2 minutes before we have this play. They're going to keep running the football. Only 2 timeouts for East Hamilton. And I'm telling you, one more first down, and it's looking real good. Here's Watson again, straight up the middle, close to the 15.
Now start hearing timeouts from East Hamilton.
No. The official almost.
Yeah, I was going to say,
he turned around to McMahon calling the timeout. Said, no way. We'll keep it right here. Here's the situation. 1:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. McMahon County leading this football game 43-42. East Hamilton has one more timeout, and that's it. It's second down and 7. Ball resting at the 15-yard line.
I'll make a correction. Gabe Garcia with the DPAs on the sideline. He said Bryson Akers forces that fumble is what he has put out. But either way, Maddox Frazier was involved.
And there was a lot of Cherokees. Yeah. A lot of Cherokees were there.
And just right here, keep pushing forward. You're running the ball. I mean, East Hamilton's stacking the box, and you're still running the ball very effectively against this Hurricane defense. So don't shy away from it now.
We've still not seen Luke Lawson keep it very much, and you just wonder if that would be wide open if he did. But you also want to dance with the one you took to the dance, right? And that's been Lincoln Watson.
The guy's got 5 touchdowns on the evening. I don't know why you would go anywhere else right now.
Yeah, you're right. So here we go, back to action, waiting for the snap. They look to the sideline. And credit these coaches because the play calls have been outstanding.
And Luke fixing something on Lincoln's face mask.
Yes. Seems like an odd time. Watson moves to his right, gets the handoff straight up the middle. Now breaks it to the outside, to the 10, to the 5. He pushes across. Touchdown, number 6, Lincoln Watson.
What a play.
Touchdown, number 6. My goodness, and 1:37 to go. McMinn County has pushed the lead.
Go ahead and start the player of the week stuff for him. Win, lose, or draw. This is a player of the week performance.
It's 49-42. And in for the extra point is Kruskauskas. It's on the ground. The kick is up. Nice job by Alex Powers to set it down. The kick is good. And it's 50-42. But still, a one-possession game.
Yeah, that's the craziest.
15-yard touchdown run for Lincoln Watson, who's having the game of his life. And the Cherokees have fought back. Let's see. They were down 42-28 with 8:47 to go in the third quarter. They exchanged some drives after that, so it wasn't until 11:23 of the fourth quarter that they pulled within 7. So, I mean, basically still down 14 points coming into this quarter.
Just, they're not giving up. That's
for sure.
They never give up, even the last 2 weeks when they played bad. And I know we sound like broken records, but they never were out of those games either. They just got kind of lackadaisical. This game is definitely lasting longer than a lot of them around the region. We're starting to get into Central Time Zone games. Going to finish before we do.
Do we have any updates on Tullahoma? Let's take a look at that.
I was just looking at that. Tullahoma, Columbia has just taken the lead 21-20, 8:15 left in the fourth. So and then Lincoln County's at half, it says, Mercy Roll, they're going to be against Franklin County 39-0 over Franklin County. So.
And they change and put Haywood up there at the last minute. Looky here. He's going to break. Kruskauskas is going to hang on with everything he's got. They moved Haywood up at the very last second to where Kruskauskas had been kicking or squib kicking. It was a smart move on East Hamilton's part. And then it was actually Kruskauskas that pushes him out of bounds after a good return into McMinn County territory at the 43-yard line, folks. This one isn't over yet.
That's the downfall of kicking short like that, is if the receiving team makes that adjustment, and they did.
They get their guy back up there again. So here we go, folks. Region championship on the line for East Hamilton. Playoff seeding on the line for McMinn County. Talk about a game to get you pumped for playoffs.
Man, there's 10 seconds on the play clock. Quarterback and running back just now out there.
Yeah. Snap. Miller back to pass. They're going to throw it to Haywood. A little screen right over the middle. He's hit. Ball comes out. He gets it back. Now he's going down the sideline. Needs a block. Gets it inside the 5. Taken down at the 2. Wow. Woo. Unbelievable. So they have driven the ball inside the 5. I think it's at the 2. He got hit once. The ball came out, came right back down to him, and he kept running.
You talk about the breaks going your way. It did right there for East Hamilton. And McMahon just kind of, I guess, gave up on it, and because they thought he had fumbled it, maybe. I don't know. Everybody just kind of let go of him.
1 minute, 18 seconds to go in this football game. Remember, they have to score, and they have to make the 2-point conversion to tie this game. East Hamilton, Miller, and Haywood in the backfield. They run a man in motion, and they give it to Haywood. No, quarterback keeps up the middle. He fooled me, and he fooled the Cherokees, and he's in for the touchdown. With a minute And the clock is still running for some reason. Well, I don't know why the clock is running. The clock ran about 6 to 8 seconds after the touchdown. I'm hoping that they get that corrected, but it doesn't look like they are. Now there's official timeout.
Looks like they're going to talk that one over.
Yep. So a 2-yard touchdown run for Miller.
They've got to go for 2.
They got to go for 2 here. And I think they should be putting 101. I sit and watch that run. I was like, please stop the clock. 2-yard touchdown run for Miller. And it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion right here, which they will have to have. And what do you do here, Jared? They got a lot of options.
I think you saw the play right there where everybody keyed in on Hayward.
Yep.
Haywood, and Miller keeps it.
Here's Miller.
They're going to spend their last time out to talk it over.
Yeah, Cherokee's almost jumped right there. In fact, somebody did jump a little, but they didn't call anything. So timeout on the field. We've got to keep it right here. 50-48. So on the other side of the regions, well, let's talk about our region. What this means. Well, Ray County has already won.
They have won, but they still need McMinn to win this game for them to technically win the region. East Hamilton wins if they win the region, or if East Hamilton wins this game, they are the region champs.
And how do the other 2, 3, and 4 break down?
If East Hamilton wins, Ray County would be 2nd, Walker Valley 3rd, McMinn 4th. If McMinn wins, it would be Ray County the champion, Walker Valley the runner-up, McMinn County 3rd, and East Hamilton all the way to the 4th. Wow. So it's a lot on the line
They're
here.
playing for a 1st or 4th.
Yeah, and McMinn's just playing for a 3rd or 4th. It just depends on how kind of the other region shakes out, and we'll get to that in the post game.
Okay. You've got Isaiah Ivey to the near side, I believe. 3 receivers to the right. Haywood along with Miller in the backfield. Now Haywood goes in motion. They look to him. Now they look straight down, and it's off. It's picked off in the end zone, or at least broken up. It's incomplete.
Man, Frazier.
They do not get the conversion.
The Cherokees, wow.
So the 2-point conversion is no good, and there's no timeouts for East Hamilton. So the next thing we see is the onside kick.
Whew, I got to stand up with you now.
The 2-point conversion, no good.
I think that's still an interception. Counted to Maddox Frazier, yeah. I think he did.
An interception for Frazier. The score,
we'll ask in the post game,
is 50-48 with 1 minute and 1 second to go. And all you have to do is recover the onside kick.
Yeah, make sure. I was going to say, where's Lincoln Watson? Where's your receiver? You got Marshall Goodner out there.
So the onside kick, and then you would go in. If you can successfully get this football, you can go into victory formation. Yeah. But you got to do it. You got to come up with it right here. And you got the hands people out there. And let me tell you, you got Drake Frazier out there. He's one of the hand guys. He's got one hand, but that's how much you trust him.
Well, and you look right here across the front line, you've got Christian Edwards, Jonah Martin, Jack Gooden, and I believe Bryson Akers. And a lot of that is because they're going to take a hit from somebody, so you put your bigger guys out there. Interior, do we have?
We've got 11.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing someone back because they might kick it and beat you down there.
You got Haywood right here that's – and Coach Cagle's, good timeout right here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not crazy about that lineup.
Nobody looked comfortable.
1 minute and 1 second to go in the football game. McMinn County leads 50-48. It's been back and forth. Although East Hamilton has held the lead for pretty much all the game until we got to that 4th quarter. In fact, they entered the 4th quarter leading 42-28 over McMinn. Lincoln Watson's the story of the game. 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns tonight.
I feel bad because I don't know what the record is individually, but
I want to say it's 6 or 7.
It's still a great, worthy performance here in the backup role. I mean, well, you come out in the starter role because the starter is hurt, but
yeah,
man,
exactly.
Couldn't have asked for a better performance on the ground from Lincoln Watson. And the offensive
and
line.
The offensive line.
They cleaned up a lot, I think, from the last 2 weeks of what we saw blocking-wise.
So here we go. They're lined back up again. It appears that it's going to be coming to the near side. This place is almost as quiet as can be. Here it is. It's taken by Gonzalez. He goes to the ground. It bounced right up into his chest, and he pulls it through.
Gets up and points to the other side. Points to the way we're going, not to the sideline.
Yes.
Sorry.
Points 1st and 10 for the Cherokees, and now you get in victory formation. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable.
Just the grittiness of this team. I mean, most people, I think if you're sitting there telling you you're going to end up in 4th if you lose this game and you're only going to get in 3rd, there's not much to play for. These guys, it means a lot more to go off with a win on your home field on senior night.
Well, just congratulations, seniors. What can you say? My goodness. Victory formation. They're going to snap it to Lawson, and he's going to kneel down. And he may have to do it 2 or 3 times, but that's all we've got to do. Here's the snap. He's down. So there's one. Clock running, 57 seconds.
Let's get those clocks synced
up. I'm not jinxing anything. They got to do it one more time.
Yep.
They'll run this as far down as they can. I'm not even keeping up with what's happening on the ground, you know. We know it's victory formation.
Hey, and credit this fan base, the band, the student section. It's Halloween night. A lot of people probably went trick-or-treating. It's also freezing cold. So, I mean, this crowd that showed up tonight, bundled up, they really made it loud there when it mattered the most.
Waiting for the snap. 7 on the play clock. There it is. He takes the knee. That's going to do it. The Cherokees have upset East Hamilton.
Spoiler.
They go from region champs to 4th
place.
My goodness.
Ray County better send a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. What a game. What an upset. I don't know it's necessarily an upset, but going into this game, it was an upset. That is unbelievable.
And battled back. I mean, again, you saw adversity coming towards you and battled back and took care of business on your home field. And, depending on how the bracket shakes out, I guess technically there's a way you could end up back here. We'll look at that.
We'll look at that.
But man,
what a game! Fans are looking back here. We're all celebrating. Boy, you talk about something the Cherokees needed. Man alive, they needed a win like that tonight.
3rd or 4th in the playoffs. I mean, you're going to have to travel, but to be able to take the momentum of tonight into next week feels a lot better than losing 3 in a row and going on the road.
And let me tell you what else feels good. These guys came back on us last season.
Yes.
Went for 2, beat us 29-28 in the last minute of the game, last 30 seconds probably.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit of a revenge off of that. I mean, it's sweet.
I mean, McMahon was in the region championship hunt, and they kind of played spoiler, so it's revenge is a dish best served cold, they say, and it's cold.
It is at that. I'll tell you what, the fans are heading down to the field. Parents, it's senior night. Now this team obviously continues to play, but this, as you say, could be, and again, we'll look at the brackets. It'd be a hard road to get back here, but if this, in fact, is the seniors' last game, they made it count.
Yes.
50-48.
And the one that fans will talk about for a while, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Even in the 5 years that you and I have done this, there's certain games we talk about. We don't forget that
somehow the East Hamilton games keep being some of those.
They are great games, it seems. But boy, you talk about a game changer. Think about East Hamilton. I mean, they are now got to leave here and start scheduling buses.
Yeah.
I mean, and they thought they were just that close to region champs. But anyway, Folks, it's time to take a break, and we're going to have a victorious Coach Bo Cagle up here, and we've got a lot to talk to him about.
Yes, we do.
So we may be a little while on the post game, but the Southland Finance locker room show is coming up. Right now, though, we're going to take a 2-minute break. A 2-minute break to celebrate and then come back with Coach Cagle. McMinn County wins tonight, 50-48 over East Hamilton. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At Tennessee Wesleyan University, we believe cost shouldn't stand in the way of your future. That's why we created the TWU Pledge, a program that covers the gap in tuition after Hope and other financial aid. For Tennessee residents who qualify, that means your tuition is fully covered. No surprises, no hidden costs, just an affordable path to your degree. The TWU Pledge is our promise to make higher education accessible because your potential is worth it. Visit TNW to learn.